Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our. Sorry, let me start again. Welcome to Commentaries Magic's presentation of the top 8 elimination rounds for Everfree Northwest's core tournament. I am, as always, Chris Cordes. And yeah, it is getting close to midnight here on the East Coast. It is tomorrow morning in Russia, I'm sure. But we are going to bring this to you. Apologies to everybody for the late start. We're about an hour late at this point, but yep, circumstances intervened over in Seattle, but no matter. We'll be getting to things. And as you can see on screen right now, this is going to be our featured match of the quarterfinal round. It's going to be Big Cheese over there on the right, playing his Tempest Pink-White deck, versus Skitter on the left, playing his Thorax Orange.
Yep.
And we did get a chance to see both of these decks in operation during the Swiss rounds. Not against each other, obviously, but we saw each of these once, I think, right?
Yeah, definitely saw Skitter's one. And I think Big Cheese played against Beagle, so we didn't really see too much of that.
Yes.
That's true.
I actually am looking to fill in like the backlog of like even older.
Just got Skitter's list dropped on us here, so let's just take a quick peek. So we could call this yellow-orange, but it is actually basically mono-yellow. There's very little orange in there, just the treading water, the honest ponies, and a couple of desert roads.
I mean,
which frankly, go ahead.
Yeah, many of the good low power cards are in yellow, so makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah, and this is that's quite sufficient. He's got enough.
We're going to.
Oh, sorry, I see we have cheeses as well.
Hey, how many barrels do you think I'm running?
And as for cheese's list, it's the very standard Tempest White Pink thing that we saw at ThatchCon, that we saw at Store Championships, perhaps small modifications.
It's basically BRB, but for Friends Forever.
Something, I don't know.
Pretty much, yeah. So, given all of that, I'd expect this game to probably come down to it's going to be one of those standard kind of aggro versus control matches. If Skitter can get his desert roads down, that'll obviously be a big help for him against this enters play heavy deck.
Face-offs only take place at a location if they shut down and start swirling.
But then again, BRB focuses a lot on single target removal, and Torok's board usually likes to go wide.
Mm-hmm.
I was here on time.
Yeah, Cheese's decision to include the two school shutdowns as opposed to just one might end up helping him out a lot, given that.
Mm-hmm.
I have cards.
And his rest in pieces as well might end up being quite valuable. Skitter having Desert Road, Spooky Ruins, and Fire Friendships to consider.
Especially Desert Road. Since that basically disables everything that Cheese has.
Absolutely.
But I'm blaming that on the restaurant.
Yeah.
That was bad. No, I have enough friends. It's fine. Actually, kind of bad. Yeah, it's the restaurant.
Alright,
Also, Skitter has 47 cards, which is not 53.
It's true.
Yep.
Carrie and Richard.
I have enough.
You have table space more or less picked up.
Giving you an option.
Hmm. It is true, but you know that's Skitter. He's got to have something non-standard. Apparently, 47 is the number of this year, rather than 53.
Are we pairing up right now?
Or maybe it means he's learning slowly.
People paired up so that you can take a look at
Just to wait until that one time he comes with 44 cards.
contents of their deck are.
Absolutely.
Your actual decks?
Yeah.
Oh, that was what we were supposed to do.
Okay, whatever.
Unfortunately, that is much harder to catch, unlike 6 singing barrels.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, they are going to be doing deck checks right now, so in theory they would catch that. Although even right now, I wouldn't be surprised if 44 actually snuck through.
Mm-hmm.
And the special snowflake with the
It's easy to forget one card.
which admittedly I have to say I like A4 better when you're doing proxies because you can fit the 3x3 grid on there with no cutoffs.
Sounds like an overrated card. Not a bad card, but overrated.
So remind me, these are going to be 45-minute playoff rounds? Or 35?
I'm not sure. I think 45?
Explode each other's decks and take a look.
You're not gonna.
Can I explode my opponent's deck and
We'll see when the round starts.
Absolutely. Actually, a longer game would probably tend to favor the control deck, but it still comes down to who can get the best run of things.
Yeah. And, I mean, the control got through Swiss round, so... I think that's an indicator that the time is not that much of an issue.
Absolutely.
This is a fine shuffle. I think I'll just... What are you trying to do? Oh, you just want something else without the stream?
Deck check.
Objectively correct, probably.
Yeah. Your problem.
Oh, wait.
at least satisfying yourself with each other's. Sorry. We're all friends here.
Like I said, I already checked my deck. I know it's right.
I'm gonna issue you a hissing for that.
Game hiss.
It's still accurate.
GP, I'm introducing a new penalty level into the game rules, which is issued at the TO's discretion for why-ever.
Can I have a pen?
We should issue Game Hiss to Ivory.
I mean, I'm willing to bury the hatchet on that one, but if you want to keep pursuing that, that's your prerogative.
Can I get a pen and a piece of paper?
Okay, this being top 8, you are allowed to take notes during the match. You are not allowed to bring notes into the match, which means if you want to
Can I use my phone's deck list as a note?
write stuff down about what's in your opponent's deck, you can't do that. If you need a pen, there should be some in the table pen things. If you need paper, just ask.
I need pen and paper. I don't think I need pen.
There's one in the table.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay, seems like the match is going to begin shortly.
Yep. Looks like we're imminent out.
Take it.
Do you not like it?
Take it. Don't want it.
So,
Found this on the elevator.
Thorax is obviously going to start lacking lesson plans,
I have.
which is not his preferred starting problem.
Octavia holding a pillow in her mouth. I don't even know.
Actually,
why.
that's an interesting question on what his pathways to confronting that are. He's going to really hope for an opening hand with some gummies in it, I'll imagine.
Let's figure out. Oh, sure. Let's pick starting problems first. Cool, I picked the starting problem. Can I have pen?
Yeah, I don't think you can really confront on second turn.
Not without 3 gummies somehow.
Fine, Chrissy needs to move. Never.
Well, not 3 gummies, like, on the second turn, 1 gummy should be enough.
Yeah, 1 plus a lemon hearts or an applejack, or
There's a lot of things here that he can play.
yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Since that gummy jumps out, then yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that could come happen.
see. Let's see. Reveal. Oh, it's beautiful, actually.
But of course, for that precise reason, the choice of who goes first is going to end up mattering a lot. Well, no, Cheese is going to get his grubber off regardless, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, he could move Torox on the first turn just to avoid that.
Yeah, to get his gummies out if he has any.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
But if he goes second, there's not much he can do. He still has
Absolutely,
Fire
yeah.
Friendships, though, so...
I don't know, because I can be mean here and not let you fix it.
Oh, me too. I would totally side tech against you.
I'm super.
Now, what color is that going to be the question?
That depends on what you're
Yes, it does. What?
4?
Why do you
That's
need
terrible.
that?
This is one of the matchups
Obviously
I've
not.
taken Philman out of.
Oh, we're doing the shuffling.
You may proceed to the
Ah!
determine your shuffle starting problems and who's going first.
Yeah, it's better.
You can draw your opening hands, but you can't.
Okay, so that is first turn to Skitter then.
Okay, lacking lesson plans as expected.
If you want more scrap paper, you have to get it from Nightmare Moon. Good luck.
I do not have the battery.
You know
I don't know
what?
if I'm
I'm just gonna shuffle until
or not.
we're about to start.
Yes, I still have this, but I'm going but I'm pretty sure Sunday you should have. Hey, I would cut that.
You don't get an opportunity
So,
to anymore.
I think Torox deck might win this, if it's fast enough.
It's not my fault the die wasn't odd.
And I think it can be fast enough. And
Yeah,
especially...
indeed. As a... Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Complete
no.
your thought.
Well, I just want to say, like, especially with cards like Pee-wee, when he can suddenly drop Pee-wee into play and Big Cheese doesn't have a trick anymore,
Cards that are not.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken bad.
I can still search you.
I think Torox
Yeah.
has a decent shot at winning this.
Yeah, and he's in a good spot as a deck that can... it can score a lot off of single confronts with those bunyips, but Thorax just necessarily is great
Did I
at
miss man or something?
doing double face-offs and such, especially as we saw in Swiss with that Defend the Hive. I actually didn't even realize it first. That card is just insane with Thorax.
No, that was really
Mhm.
dumb. That was at 14 points.
Yeah, and Big Cheese deck can do much about a big main.
Deceivingly dumb.
Yeah. His only real option is to go after the wide board, which even then,
Just keep shuffling.
basically just school shut down, as we said.
Mm-hmm.
The line is what I
Yes.
Yeah, the line was from the show.
Fair enough.
No, but she's falling on your shirt, which is cute. Oh,
People are. I mean, we can do everything up to gaining AT on the first turn, basically.
Yes. If you need to go to the bathroom, go.
So I do
I'm gonna keep shuffling till you get back.
Go for it. You want to shuffle a lot right now.
Okay, let's see here. Let me start off with this.
First turn, move up here.
First turn,
Yep.
move up here.
Yu-Gi-Oh makes harmony.
I'm going to appreciate this tea a lot. Because it is going to be a long night by the looks of it.
You activated my trap card. That's what we should add to Pony. We should add trap cards.
Everything about
Aren't troublemakers already kind of trap cards?
So, funny story.
We should add 2
Um,
zeros to every number.
no.
When,
Sorry, 3 zeros.
when I first moved to Winnipeg, or rather, when I first arrived in Winnipeg, which is a Canadian city, if you don't know, after learning how to play this game, there was a group there, but they were playing under a rule set because they didn't know the real rules. where on your turn, if you had a face down Troublemaker, you could choose whether you wanted to uncover it or not.
That's cool.
So they were essentially playing them as trap cards.
That's just like
It'd be
literal power
fun to
creep.
have a card that lets you choose. Like, a card with text, you may choose to not uncover troublemakers during your troublemaker step. Uncover step, I mean.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
It was also if the basic Pokemon is good.
Right, here was a question that I wanted to ask you. Do you think that we'll ever have a card that's like an effect on draw? Like, when you draw this card, you may reveal it. If you do, thing happens.
GP, what do I do again?
We have the Luna, which is kind of similar. It's when you draw a card, you may skip a draw to gain a T
I don't care what they do.
and exhaust a character.
He's never gonna DFO.
But other than that, I don't know. It depends on what it does, I guess.
Yeah.
He has dilemmas, so what?
Because I think it'd have to be minor, because purple can obviously abuse that to some degree.
There's also Lemon Hearts, which is not on the draw, but she's basically paying 1 to draw, and if it's an event, she gets power.
Right, I remember her, yeah. Okay, tempted to say we're getting to it now. And of course, all eyes are on Skitter's hand, basically.
Ideally, he doesn't want a gummy in his hand. Oh wait, he's going first, yeah.
You can turn one.
Yes. Got 2 before.
Unfortunately, we can't get a really good shot of it.
Yeah.
This is.
If you get free gummies, it's kind of great.
Yes, here are our necklaces.
And shuffle and blah 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 blah. Okay,
As for Cheese's hand, it doesn't matter as much. He's just going to flip and get all his wreck, and it's going to be fine.
Now he wants to get rid of flanking lesson plans because it's a confront outlet for Torox.
best of one. You have to call judge. I'm going to scowl at you just a little bit.
Yes.
Best of
Is that going to earn a hissing penalty?
Yes. That is in fact going to be the hissing.
Don't you mean best of 9?
Maybe. Maybe gummy. Maybe not gummy. With that, 45 minutes.
45, we were told, okay. Alrighty, so Skitter gets us started.
Yeah, go.
Doesn't have any gummies in his hand, probably.
As we said, yeah, he would have done it right away if he had them.
Okay, here comes the Mimics, not the Grubber.
Mimics first, interesting. So presumably he's doing that for resources?
Yeah, I think so.
I suppose, simply by Skitter not moving his thorax, Cheese knows there are no gummies in there, right?
Yeah, and Skitter rolls into Desert Road.
When is this?
Beginning of your turn. Alright, can I get another piece of paper? That's gonna be event.
Okay.
He
Names events.
Everyone has some paper.
I mean, Skitter has like Defend the Hive and Rise and Shine. But other than that, I'm not sure. Oh, there comes the gummy.
Okay, Gummy Applejack, that's good. So wow, this opening sequence is going very differently from what either of us was expecting so far.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the first time Tempest has found a Mimics on stream in like years.
Okay, 2 for Twilight. Lost Twilight.
Okay. So far, standard stuff.
Pass turn.
That was a Brian off the top, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You knew I had Sopranos. I didn't know I had Sopranos.
Okay, there you
Ooh,
go.
Bunny.
Sure.
What would Mulligan
So this is precisely what Cheese doesn't want to see. Point acceleration without being able to start face-offs. Especially since that is lacking lesson plans, and the troublemaker over there isn't going to mean anything.
Yeah, Cheese probably wants to start a single face-off.
The hand I was originally thinking about keeping had a jerk face that I could fly.
I don't know if you can do that, though. He's going to keep running out his AT gens, which is fair.
I see a
Next turn he's going
portal.
to have enough. Sorry, yes. Next turn he's going to have enough in AT to drop an old money if he's got one, which will hit Bunyip, obviously.
Pass.
Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have a white source yet, so that, yeah.
Valley.
So I imagine
Confront.
Big Cheese has napcakes. Oh, apparently not.
Let's go.
All right, that takes Scooter up to 5 points. But yeah,
Yeah.
Cheese is searching for removal of some sort. Belly flop, that works.
You still need friends to retire though. I don't think you want to retire any of these friends. Though it might be worth for Bunyip. Sonata works though.
Yeah, Sonata would be good. Looks like he's going to play the single, though.
You can't deny.
You did the thing. It is relevant. You did the
So I think he's going for a single face-off and he's going to play Sonata and steal Bunyip during the face-off. Or
Yeah, that would work. Even with Sonata's eccentric, Skitter is, of course, still confronting because of Thorax's extra power.
Mm-hmm. I think he's just barely confronting that though. He needs 8.
3, 4, 5. Sorry, Skitter needs 6, right?
He needs 8. Selena Blue also
Oh, that's
has
right.
eccentric.
Selena's eccentric as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he barely is. That's right.
Then, I will banish a card from my hand. Retire this card.
Okay.
To gain control of this.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
stealing Bunyip. Probably wants to win the face-off and then get rid of Bunyip.
Yeah. He's got a belly flop coming up right after.
That's not in play.
No, that's not in play. Yes. 1, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sorry, are they counting the Pee-wee? Why are they counting the Pee-wee?
For Thorax.
Where is it?
Oh, for Thorax. That's right. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna win the face-off.
Yes.
After the face-off, I'm gonna belly flop this.
Okay.
Okay, that was a pretty good turn for Big Cheese.
Indeed.
Move home, that was-
And he even has 2 ET left.
And then I'm gonna slip the
Okay.
Sorry, I just realized
Anxious animals, sure.
A pretty good problem for Thorax.
Yeah, and we can see that Cheese doesn't have a troublemaker in hand to block it off, so if Skitter has a dilemma, he might be in a pretty good spot.
Mm-hmm. There's PB to stop tricks.
Yeah, makes you wonder if Cheese is going to switch to resources. I wondered there, but he leaves at events.
He needs to play something else. Okay.
It would have been nice to have Brian. Well, Brian would have just been stolen by Cheese anyway, but
Yeah. Okay, brings him up to 6.
This one. Bottom. This one. On top.
Bodyguard?
Mm-hmm. He does have a Fire of Friendship in his hand, so he can play it if he wants to.
Yeah, what Cheese really wants to find right now is a troublemaker, I think. Although, again, even like Thorax just beats up anything. So
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting to wonder how he's going to stop Skitter from confronting this.
I think maybe that's why he's naming events, to stop Defend the Hive shenanigans. Because if Skitter plays Defend the Hive, he can potentially beat up Mimics and do a double face-off all in a single turn.
Yeah, absolutely, he could. Reminding everyone, of course, that Thorax would keep Agile till the end of the turn, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you don't need 3 ET for that. 1 to play Hive and 2 to move Thorax during the confront step.
Indeed. Cheese is still resolving his Selena trigger.
Okay, more cover to covers. He also had
Getting
the
all 3 of
Starlight.
those. Sorry, yeah, getting all 3 of those out by now is pretty good for him. Bodyguard, okay.
Passer.
He's got like all of his utility in play, basically. He just needs, well, as we say, still needs to do something about Thorax, basically.
He does have old money in the portal, but
Yeah.
I think that won't be enough.
I really wish I didn't flip the switch bonus, not gonna lie.
So if you're Skitter, then what are you? Are you content just to sit on this board? Probably.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. Like, challenging Mimics doesn't sound ideal because of the free prepared.
And meanwhile, yes, if he ever does draw a dilemma, I saw he has that Defend the Hive in hand, so he can double pretty easily.
It costs 4 though.
It's true. He can bank up for it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Cheese's napcakes don't really mean anything again because Thorax is the character you need to deal with. Which is kind of strange in a deck where every friend can potentially be targeted by napcakes. It's still not a very good card.
Napcakes can really help against Trading Water though.
Yeah, that's a good point. So it looks like Cheese is going to shoot for a single here again. Provided he wins the face-off, should be doing okay. Having that nap case, he can at least ensure that Thorax flips. Probably the Brian.
I guess like Brian can get back into play, so not sure.
Oh,
about
that's a good
flipping
point.
Brian.
Yeah. Pee-wee or something, yeah. Much better point.
Okay.
That's the worst part about Brian about as a purple player. Can't napcake it. Okay, Selena. I mean Sonata.
Sure. He can steal Brian.
Yep.
Retire to bodyguard. Or I believe he has another belly flop in hand.
I'll put that on top of it.
Puts Brian on top of the deck.
He is going to napcake Brian. Interesting.
That is why.
Didn't get a unicorn.
Like, he will not get 4 actions. That is totally fine.
Yes. Should have had a unicorn for that.
Unless you do anything, I win the face off. I already did that.
Yeah, Big Cheese ensured that his flip is high enough.
I wonder why Skidder didn't put Brian back into play at Anxious Animals.
That's because it's going to be replaced.
But it's worth +2 power there.
Is it +2 and not +1?
Well, it's worth its own power plus Thorax's power.
Yeah,
so.
but Thorax is already there, so it's only 1 power difference.
Okay. 1 power difference, yes. 2 from not having it is what I meant.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought Cheese had enough power anyway, so...
Okay, I hadn't done all the math.
Pass check.
So that takes Cheese up to 5?
And I'm gonna change resource. Okay.
Yeah.
You having that staff after I belly flop got me.
So switching over to resources now does open up the Defend the Hive to beat up the Mimics.
You all played me.
I'm gonna game
Well,
3.
not yet. The game is still early.
3 is a lot of it, you know.
I know both of our hands.
But there's nothing Cheese can really do about Thorax right now beating up Mimics.
And I put 2 bonus problems again.
And I don't think there's much he can do about double face-off right now either.
Okay.
What are you at, actually?
Because I was about to play this card, and then I realized.
So Thorax has...
I'm counting 16 on Thorax right now.
This is, oh, that's your flip. Okay.
Oh, but no, 17 actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's it.
Okay.
I know it's late, but damn.
Okay, Mimics are gone. And Thorax has Agile,
So it's your turn.
Alright.
Thanks, I hate it.
I don't like the
which also means that Cheese is going to get 3 more AT.
And what am I gonna do?
Resource is still in effect.
What does that do? You can.
Skidder does have a Bunyip in hand as well.
Nothing meaningful.
Ooh. Decides to play Lemon, Hearts and Sand. Doing Agile tricks.
Like it's just not correct for me to confront, but put you. Yes, you intend.
And there it is. Saves up enough AT to move Thorax over if he needs to.
Scarface.
One has to assume that Bunyip won't stay in play.
I don't think Cheese has an answer to Benny besides portaling it.
Okay.
Choose the portal Lemon Hearts.
Bring him over here.
Yeah, that is not going to stop it, as we know.
Something over here.
Another portal. Well,
Alright.
Cheese just blew through 2 portals.
And there is still a face-off. Taking Skidder to 11. And a pretty good looking board.
Mm-hmm.
I may tag you in here in a few minutes. We'll see how it goes.
Blackmail. So if Cheese finds School Shutdown, that might help him.
Everyone goes home.
Thank you.
Mob mentality is the 2 bonus, though. That means there's enough points on the board to win with the DFO.
Oh, bodyguards. I portaled 2 things.
Yep.
Which wouldn't matter because they just go home.
Yeah.
But they're there. Actually, no, it would have, because I would have had 2 more AT.
2 more
Bodyguard is a May cheese, but I guess if Skidder lets you do it.
Yeah.
We're at 10? At 11? Okay. My turn?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a lot of AT.
Plus the 3 cover-to-covers.
Bottom. 3.
Decides to not keep all the money. Yeah, I think he's digging for shutdown.
Essentially. Does decide to keep the nap cakes, though.
They're good for Bunny, so yeah.
I finally have a chance to DFO another one.
So do you just pay 1 to draw here? Well, you could use Salinas first, but
Yeah. Just dig for School Shutdown, basically.
yeah.
You've definitely got the AT for it. Plus the bodyguard in play, of course, so you're going to have a pile of tokens.
Mm-hmm.
He is electing to... Okay, so we know he's not digging for School Shutdown, then, if he's playing that first.
Yep.
Say this to banish
He removes Bunny.
Oh. Skidder elects... Yeah, forgot about the Brian protection.
Oh yeah.
I will. How big is this guy now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Tricky.
I'm actually going to say.
Let's go.
Cheese did find a School Shutdown. I think. With that Selena.
Yep, that does look like a School Shutdown.
Seems fine.
So yeah, I think what I would do in Cheese's place, I would dig for School
I'm
Shutdown,
gonna go Scorpions. Okay.
and
Number 1.
after School Shutdown and tons of unicorns, I would play Exposed and bring Mimics back.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Well, if I did have School Shutdown, like, he didn't know that, obviously.
And make.
So those mimics now have to name resources, right? Because Dilemma is what you're most afraid of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Pass turn.
Although, again, for the same thing as before, if you leave events up, defend the hive and beat up the mimics.
Well, it's more likely for him to have a dilemma than defend the
I'm
hive.
gonna have to call resource here.
He does have defend the hive in his hand, though.
Yeah. Can you see what he... I didn't hear what he said. Can you read the paper? Looks like resources to me.
So, do you defend the Hive Thorax to mimics? You do.
Apparently, yeah. That is the. That's 1 point, 2 points. Yeah, you really don't care about Cheese's prepared triggers because he's got enough AT on it already, basically.
He might actually lose this face-off because Cheese has a stacked top deck.
Absolutely, yeah.
Actually, you know what? 8 unicorns is a lot.
Yep, he's not winning.
7. Yeah, he's not. Rise and Shine's good though. Total 4 more power, I believe. Yeah, that takes him over.
I don't think Cheese has an answer.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so if this mimics go away, I think that's game because all he has to do is a single face.
11.
Yep. That makes sense.
And you don't have a 2 on your side.
Okay.
Cheese lets it go through. Point takes care of 12. And as you say, single face-off is now all that's required. He's got 4 AT, I believe, remaining to secure it, as it were.
Or he can do it double if he really wants to.
I don't know. Like, the double doesn't make it any more likely that he wins the game. So,
yeah.
Are you at 12 right now?
Friends are always there.
friends are always there. It's pretty good.
I'll have a lot of AT orders. Correct. I might be able to stop you.
Now, looking at Cheese's list, there's not really anything that you're super afraid of. Well, there's portaling exposed. That would hurt.
Yeah, but Cheese already used 2 portals, so you might expect that he doesn't have the third one.
Besides that, there basically isn't anything to be afraid of.
I think Skitter is thinking about how to secure this.
Yeah, and I think you just friends are always there for the critters.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think he's thinking about how to do double here because what can happen is Cheese can just do something with his own friend to avoid single face-off.
Alright. Confront?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I believe that's game. There isn't much that Cheese can do here.
You got it.
There you go. Yeah. And
Dorks was fast.
I you have called a bet there.
Yeah, well. I was waiting for the switch. I was like, okay, so this is plan A and this is plan B.
There's all my troublemakers. I didn't get them.
Yeah, he didn't get his troublemakers. They would help.
Yeah, especially in a situation like this.
Mm-hmm.
But as you pointed out, Thorax does have a lot of good advantages against Cheese. And this is actually, this is 8 seed knocking out number 1 seed. So, good job, Skitter.
Mm-hmm.
So, for better or for worse, I took your advice. I took out a desert road, so we won't have to over now. Because I found another bunny up and wanted to keep the next size at 47. Because I really can't decide what to take out of this thing.
I know that feeling.
Like, I can't take out the desert roads. I just... Yeah, this is one of the reasons why it's... the reason why it was 48 cards in the first place is where it was 45. And then it's like, oh, I need Desert Road in this so bad. So I threw in the Desert Roads and then started adjusting the card numbers and dropped something. I forget what it was when I was tweaking with ratios.
Yeah.
It does sound like we have games still going on in the background. Based on the time, we've got about 17 minutes left in the round. And we'll see if it goes all the way outside. We'll, of course, get you updates on how the rest of the top 8 matches went once we find out about them.
That's the point of this deck, is to do something so stupid that most decks aren't prepared to deal with it.
Yeah, well, because with AJ not in the meta, the call was there's no need for anti-farm. Like, I had a school shutdown at one point, but it wasn't worth it to play. Because I didn't have the troublemakers. I have to play 2 troublemakers,
Okay.
play school shutdown.
See, does that just do friends, or does it do
Everything.
Everything, okay.
Well, Cheese did have exposed,
Yeah,
which
that's
I
what
think
thought.
would be
So I was like, oh, boy.
would slow the game down at least.
What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer was probably just like,
Play
okay,
stuff again. Like,
just throw the desert road down and be like, all right. But now,
I have lots of answers. Like, every word I can deal with. It's...
well, like once again, this was a joke deck 3 sets ago, and then they printed Treading Water and Day Shift, and I was like, this is an actual
even get
deck
those
now.
up?
No. And then in FF, they printed, Defend the Hive, and I'm like, why are you making this an actual deck?
It's a really good card.
It's
Oh. Okay, good now.
okay. But yeah.
Ooh, Pinky's present.
I was wondering which promo that was. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I like it. It's fun.
Take a look at what the Thorax Orange Winnie City deck was again. It was pretty different from Skitters, right?
What was different, sorry?
The original Winnie City deck of Thorax Orange.
Oh, I actually don't remember that list.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is pretty different. That one used a lot of like power counters.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, Thorax Orange, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just looking this over, and yeah, these will be considered the same archetype as far as T is concerned, so should be good.
I think Skitter's deck, like a version of Thorax Orange, is better for this meta because it goes more wide. And the list from Winnie City is like more relies on having big friends with power counters, while they would have still low printed power.
Yeah, absolutely. Which, yeah, in the meta where you see old money all over the place, yeah, having a big wide board with no real standout friends to get rid of, well, yeah, old money is not that great anymore.
Yeah.
Gonna be tricky. For that.
And as we saw with Winnie City, there was no Tempest. So having big friends with power, like there was significantly less amount of control decks. So having big friends with power counters helps more than having white board.
Indeed.
Can't have the traitor to the hive
Tournament.
winning a tournament.
Ari is not pleased by the match result.
I'm just glad he doesn't have to play softball this year.
I mean, my understanding of their dynamic is that it's basically Skitter's job to annoy Aura. So that's fine.
Yep, that's not surprising. I've been drawing so many cards in my face that you just need to stop.
Well, that among other things.
I mean, I've only drawn one card every night in a day, so it's not surprising.
In your hand.
6.
Oh, okay. Choosing step is pretty. This is gonna get complicated.
Absolutely. This turn is critical. It's critical thought. Need better work.
Okay. So a little in progress update here. We have in the 4th versus 5th match of Grandpa's versus Smithers. Smithers is currently ahead. Blue and orange ahead 12-7.
Given how heavy control GP's deck is, the scores are not too far off.
And 10 minutes is plenty of time for him to stabilize and keep that going.
Exactly 10 power. I'm at exactly 10.
Ivory's match against Bugle, this being our 7th versus 2nd place match. Ivory is currently ahead 10-9, so that's very close.
Before you confront.
And those decks are both aggro, so really is anyone's game, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'll confront here.
Yes.
I'll confront here. We go into a face-off.
You flip. 2.
And, our 3rd place versus 6th place of Pages versus Richard is currently a dead heat at 11. Tempest versus Poppy. Poppy being Richard's deck this time around, for what that's worth.
Wait, is it?
Other signs are going?
Well,
It's not harmony.
I mean, that's what I see in the update. Tempest Yellow Blue versus Poppy.
But
So,
the list we got linked from Richard above is doesn't
that's a
have
good
any
point.
poppies in it.
Okay, so yeah, I am being trolled apparently.
She just wants attention, that's all. She's the more sympathetic ones. But still, she's become a staple in the series.
Either we got the wrong deck list or the Richard is running pink, orange, white.
Flop bodyguard into. No, wait. These are crit. That's not in play. Yeah, so it has to be out. And I'll put 4 uniform decimals in play on that one by 2.
Okay.
10, 11. And 4 more uniforms. Get those out. It's very important.
There's moments when you wish we could have just switched to the other camera. And now we're looking at the other domain because those other games all sound really really close and awesome to watch.
Is there more than one camera?
No, there is not.
No.
It would be nice if there were, though. Sorry, do you have the Patreon stuff? That'd be a fine time to drop that.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Well, I don't want to cut the video feed though, but I guess it's fine.
Oh, for that. Yeah, okay, maybe it's okay.
Yeah,
I'll just say that if you like what you see, all of this is essentially made possible by donations to Commentaries Magic via their Patreon, and obviously they appreciate it when you can. At the end of the stream, we're going to drop that link down in the chat and maybe do the switch. I mean, yeah, you don't have to cut the video, but you can post the link in the chat, right?
Yeah? I think it's like that. No, it doesn't work. Okay.
Anyway, in the meantime, we were told that Bugle did take his match, defeating Ivory, take himself into the top 4.
I have the bad Gallus.
Good job. What was in your other pack?
Garbage.
I think I flipped both of mine. Sorry.
That doesn't matter. I don't need anything from Press Play.
Oh, right.
I also don't need anything from Sequester, or pretty much any set except DOE.
But you should have asked for DOE.
Okay, it took me a long time to get contact info.
Anyway, yes, so all of this content, the stream, us being on air, yada, 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 it's all made possible by generous donations from people like us, actually. We're both patrons. And everybody else who's a patron of Commentaries Magic, their info is down in the chat. If you want to make a contribution towards their efforts to keep doing tournaments like this one, to do their constructed online stuff, to facilitate their now control over organized play, etc., etc. They're great. They do a lot of stuff for the game, and we both appreciate everything they do. So, give them your money if you can.
I wanted to stack the face off, but I didn't.
So,
Do not.
Immediately after you played staff, I drew mysterious disappearance and never saw any of my turtles. And then you weren't face offing. So, like, if you had played.
So anyway, we've got only about 5 minutes left in the round. Other matches should be wrapping up here soon.
And Kerry took the game from what we've been told.
Okay. Yep, that's Carrie beating Richard.
So we may as well go with someone who's actually going to play it out.
And we just got confirmation that Richard, in fact, is not running Poppy.
Right, he's running the orange-purple list that Sonnet had.
Interestingly enough, I know Richard is the player who usually plays orange farm, but since that's not a thing anymore, I see he's trying different decks at every con. Like last time he was playing blue-yellow aggro.
That's right. So yeah, we are just waiting now on Spinners versus Grand Paws.
That's incorrect. I hope that High Guard is able to place high because it's a hilarious deck that is very complicated.
It's just so about value. So did you like me sopranoing away my own bodyguard so I could have 2 bodyguards?
It makes sense. There was nothing wrong with that.
That turn was ridiculous. The turn was, I just want all the universe.
Hey, I'm leaving the hotel for a little bit. If you close up before I get back, can you have this test the turn room?
Just put it next to
Just round to the room real quick.
additional promos besides the one you handed in?
Not at the moment.
Okay. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, later.
Okay. So given that the last update was 7 to 12 for Grandpa's, I would assume the fact that the game is currently now 9 to 12 means that GP is in a relatively stable position. And granted, he only has a couple minutes to claw it back, but he's scoring apparently.
Yeah. Maybe he has Nightmare Moon in play he can defeat.
It's possible.
Fairly certain it doesn't matter how long that goes, the one will stay in over 7.
That is not worth it. I know you're naming Bezos for the Dilemmas more than for the stadium, but yeah.
I'm naming it for everything. Wow. You have 2 events, you have 1 event in your deck, 2 copies you've already flipped. Yeah.
Seems like they're discussing mimics.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Go in hand.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 All right. Go up to 7. Meticulous 2. First instance of Meticulous 2. Old Meticulous 2.
Okay. So we know that Grandpa's has at least 2 friends of Meticulous 2 in play.
Which is probably old money.
Yeah. This is very interesting, trying to guess at the board state from what we hear on the side.
Seems like there's another game going on the background. I hear Night
Yeah.
Riders.
That would be just a casual match happening, probably.
I'm sorry, I should have said nice.
Not uncommon to have people just hanging around in the room while this is going on. Doing that. Alrighty, that takes us to time. Means Grandpa's is probably in a tough spot.
It depends who was first. If this is Grandpa's last turn, then yeah. If he has one more turn, he might... Oh wait, no, if he was second, the game just ended. As he ends his turn.
Yes, that really never went.
Seems like a very close game.
Alright, whatever. That is still have time.
Thank you. I've been watching the clock the whole time, so. Spend 2 attempts. Yep. You have 2 AT left. I have to hook 1.
Who went first?
He did.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Smithers was the first.
Grandpa's takes his turn, and that's it.
Okay. Confront halfway across the post.
Based on our last... Okay, he's confronting something. He's scoring at least 1 point.
Start of the face off. Send my letter.
Okay,
Face off.
face off. He scored at least 2.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry, it was a halfway and a totally lost. But I think that's only 1 bonus.
Yeah.
I hope we're not destined for a draw here.
They ended the game.
Grandpa's takes it. Wow.
The other option was.
That was very close from what it sounded like.
Yeah, probably only 13 to 12 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we got ups. Well, let's see, we have 2 upsets and 2 not upsets.
That does gel with my understanding of where we are. Our number 2 seed, our number 3 seed, number 5, and number 8 made it third. Which means our semifinals should be Bugle versus Pages and Grandpa's versus Skitter.
Mm-hmm. Should probably, since I stream that much, I should probably like make a graphics or something for like bracket.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
But it was a great game. You were ahead for
Yeah.
almost the entire game.
Yeah. Right up until the point that it actually matters.
So was that double resource limits?
Yes.
Okay. Skinner,
And you didn't want to pay 8?
It's going to be you and GP.
It's going to be 7 for one in one stadium. No.
Stadium.
Yes.
Yeah,
stadium.
I'll have you.
Oh.
Well, unfortunately, Skinner is going to end up with a match very similar to what he just played against Cheese, probably.
Yeah.
That was the only hope, because I knew he had it.
Well, the game he had was very close, so he might win against Cheese.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Very easy.
Alright, but meanwhile, we are going to have Bugle and Pages.
Quite a few times.
It's going to be our first look at Bugle's Riddle deck.
He's got two of them.
Isn't it second look? Well,
Well, the first
oh yeah, that was not an actual deck.
the first time we saw it was the 6 barrels. Lock, stock, and 6 smoking barrels.
I love seeing little orange show. Every time you guys are out there, I love seeing that.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
I really enjoyed playing it.
Would I be correct in assuming the 3 events are bailout?
That's
No,
it.
2.
Oh, there's only 2.
Oh, I just remember. Okay, so they were both on bottom, and I really wasn't naming events. That's fair. I didn't even flip portals. I flipped a Lucas feature, and the first time I had the school shut down before it and before that. Like, so will we see you for Q draft tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
It's really fun and free. What else I got to do?
And we're going to have Bugle versus Pages on stream. Oh yeah, you already mentioned that.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, yes. I think I understand. Does the charity...
Although I'm the one who's up in the middle of the night, basically only surviving on caffeine right now, so...
Hey, it's early in the morning, so
Yeah,
I have
that's
my
true.
excuse too.
That is true.
You know what? Why not?
I'm glad I got some sleep though. I was afraid like I wouldn't be able to sleep and then it's an all-nighter.
I mean, that might look like that might...
Okay, here we go.
What's sort of
I've seen it several times. I've played it at least once, if not twice. It's very low. And the method that he uses is that there are obviously things like all space attack
So you draft it the same as Switch cards. Correct. Once the cards have been arranged.
correct, which means you do need to draft for entry, which I appreciate. But some people don't. But if you proxy problems, you are allowed one proxy problem. There's a good number of choices, but you only get one, so you can't have an entire deck of just nothing but super high and low, and just go with that.
Are we here?
Yep.
Did you win?
Just
That's not okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. I have another something special for you.
I love that. I love that.
Wait, has Noah? Wait, do you have dark something?
Do you happen to remember what Kerry was playing in his cordless?
My free stats.
No, all I can remember is Poppy.
Yeah, same as me.
Wasn't it Luna Orange?
Oh, right, we were told just last round, well, presuming that Ara was telling the truth, he has Pages down as Tempest Yellow Blue.
Oh, right.
Bodyguard. Play 10 times, getting back bodyguard. My name was also not flipped yet, so I had a home with a 3, so...
There was blue in that deck?
Luna was Smithers' deck.
Oh, I can't remember what he was playing for life. Like Tempest Yell. I remember that we had like Tempest Yell, and I think he also
Oh
asked
wait,
like.
what was he? He's playing the Alicorn aggro deck, right?
Oh right, there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to remember like Tempest. Like I remember he played that. I remember you asked if, like, would he like to include like Sunburst in there?
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember what he was playing actually. But yeah, now that we mention like on a girl, I remember he has Flash Magnuses. Not Flash Magnuses. Less Sentries.
Centuries, yes. Anyway, we have the list now, so we can be sure.
Are we allowed to look?
Yes. There you are.
So it's Tempest, Purple, Yellow, Blue, and the only blue card is Daybreaker. Two of them.
No, like when I write that down, as long as I can get Reddit to approve this, the
written form is going to be strike through.
Yeah, strike through. You can do strike through on Reddit.
yeah, if you fight with it enough. And
I have
I'm
like 5 strike throughs.
right. So the problem is that there's like 4 variants of Markdown, and they each use different notation for strike through. Because Discord doesn't use the same one as Reddit,
No.
and it's just like
I get paranoid every time I try to make a Reddit post. How many freaking not 3-0s are in this deck? You actually have more than me.
okay.
You only had 2 equestrian hand rolls and you just had them both against me? Oh yeah. Feels good.
There are indeed more unique cards in Pages' deck than in Bugles.
Are you going to eliminate that one?
Is there anything useful in here?
It was just contents of bonus hand.
That's your previous one.
There is kind of a strange reverb on Bugle's voice, isn't there?
I think that's the echo I talked about earlier. It's hard to notice.
Yeah. It's fine, I guess.
2 Wax and Wayne. Heck yeah.
Yeah, but I get it.
I mean, in that deck.
It gets surprising amounts of value.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna look forward to it when I have bodyguards in play.
That 180 work.
Is the wording on her enters play or is played? Like, so if I put a unicorn token, she could flicker?
It is indeed Enter's play.
Okay. This is what the deck is. 2 pay-per-views.
So,
Barrels in play is what that is telling me.
what is your take on this matchup?
Also got a barrel in my hand.
I don't know.
3 barrels, that surprises me 0.
No idea how this will go. I think if
These are both... Sorry, go ahead.
I think if Kerry gets Endless Friendship out early, that might help him a lot to outpace Beagle.
These are both nominally aggro decks. Carry is probably the more aggro-ish of them.
I couldn't figure out which one I liked more.
Which means that Bugle is... Well, I mean, no, like, Bugle can go real fast, too, depending on how he draws.
Yeah. So, if Bugle gets Fancy Favor, Kerry will not have yellow in the beginning, which might change things.
It's true. By this point, I assume Kerry's well aware of the fact that if he opens up a hand with Grubber and sees a party favor, he gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
But Beagle has fires.
Just Twilight?
Absolutely.
Fair enough. I guess that's the only one that is both yellow and purple.
So what I'm hearing is I'm going to have to call up a
There's a
cluster.
surprising number of alicorns in this deck. It's very surprising.
Actually, no.
It's almost like it's an alicorn.
It's if only this Princess High Sparkle moved down over here, they just have an entire block of Princess.
I'm gonna give you.
Well, you gotta move that one up here too. How are these ordered?
I like that one.
You ordered that you add them.
Well, that's boring.
Okay. Have we had sufficient time to look over each other's lists?
Probably.
Yeah, this is fine.
I need this. I need this. I need this. I need these. I need these. Thank. Okay.
This die is almost usable for this game. Blue, white, yellow, actually pink.
Purple.
Not orange.
Wait. Oh, this has to be blue, white, yellow, purple, pink. Yeah. Green is orange.
This one's my favorite one.
Pack.
It's the don't lose. It's the don't lose die. Also, the white one's like never usable.
Fades out. What even is this?
It's a magic die. It's a die for magic.
What's packed?
There's a cycle of cards called
Oh,
Pact of X,
sure.
where they cost 0, but on your
Yeah.
next upkeep you have to pay a certain amount or you lose.
Oh, you put this. You just put this on your deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you draw a card and you play the pack last turn, you lose.
Right. Okay. Don't untap. Die. What's used?
No, you use. There's some activated abilities that can be used once a turn.
Like monsters.
You can only monsters once.
Right.
But yeah, you can do that. Yeah. For monsters or in this game, cutie marking.
Sure. Trigger. So trigger before draw step. Sure. Because I assume this is supposed to go on top of your deck.
Yep.
Huh.
Except for the used.
Need that for Meticulous.
How often is phase out used?
Only in Commander.
For what? Just Tiny Hall?
They printed an instant in a Commander pre-con that says all your permanents fade out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. We sufficiently shuffled this.
Probably.
And you also can't lose that game. Like for that turn.
Oh, so you phase out.
Yeah. So you basically dodge your board
You
wipe.
ready to go?
I'm ready.
Oh, it's
Okay, so the game is about to start.
Looks like it, yeah.
Maybe. We don't have each other's deck to. Or he has his. That does not start flips.
Transitions for both.
Does Bigo have rule knacking lesson plans in his deck?
He does. He has 2 of them.
oh, that's
Interesting.
But he is playing Skystar. Isn't that
Yeah.
important to start with, though. He's
Yes.
got an Angel Wings, so.
alright.
I suppose liking lesson plans there is for the mid game
Really? Oh.
rather than the start.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. It's going to be yellow and blue on our transitions, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did not expect this to actually happen on the draw ever.
On the draw. Okay. Over here, Skitter, second player, turn 1, pair of peewees.
A pair of peewees sounds terrible too.
Rainbow Dash on the ground.
Yo.
Aggro sends up a defiant shout.
Your turn.
Oh my god. Alright.
Get wrecked.
Alright, fine.
Should have flipped Tempest,
Fine.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
I don't believe.
I just got a free time walk, that's all.
Yeah, that's entirely accurate. That's my flip average.
Why are you mad?
All right. If I started greedy, I gotta keep going greedy. Pick over.
Nope, what's your favor?
Soprano? You get rid of?
Yeah, it's
Or
probably gotta be Soprano.
No, I'm being Grover. Because I have a jerk face in play. He doesn't want to waste his AT.
What is this? Your discard pile or something?
No, that's my hand.
Okay.
Why would he have a discard pile? It's turn 2.
I think nobody knows the cards. I haven't even seen your deck.
Go look at the deck list. And look at the deck list name.
They're all playing Smash in the electronic game room.
Alright.
I can't read deck lists anymore. I have to like look at the pony heads.
Well, go look at it in the computer then. Pass the turn. Here, start of your turn.
So what do you do as carrying in this case?
I'll tag.
You have to find some way to remove on living ground.
absolutely. You've got napcakes. You've got unsatisfactory work will do it. I mean, those are temporary, but they will work.
5C Alcorns?
5,
Four.
strike through.
He can also find his cover to covers, and then potentially scrape together enough AT to get like a flash sentry out, and then maybe he's doing okay.
Yeah, cover to cover helps.
May please amend my
I believe Bugle might just barely flop cover to cover right away.
I've been kidding you for like 5 colors. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I am.
Dutch.
Are you?
I'm
done. Alright. 2 AT.
Meanwhile, of course, Beagle is just going to line up and
the only card that causes
knock down Grover, probably.
Okay, there goes cover to
I don't care
cover.
how prepared right now. Sure.
Still want the one
Yeah.
Sure.
and for you to do something quite good.
Okay.
Pull one up.
I'll leave his 1 AT open.
Mm-hmm. That's
Might
fair.
have an upcakes.
Take game 2. Draw a card.
Beagle does, of course, have to be scared of that. Challenge into napcakes, and then Rainbow Dash goes away. It's pretty bad for him, even if he wins the face-off.
8. Your full favorite. It's probably better. Honestly, I think I'm still fine with the situation regardless. I will challenge.
Challenge?
I'll challenge, yes.
Sure.
Sure. Nothing to prove what?
No.
No upcakes.
8.
12.
Sure.
Alrighty, Beagle prevails.
That's okay. I did something similar earlier today. Because I don't know if you've seen the white dragon monster game ads. But
This is yellow?
Yep.
it's kind of like
2 AT, does Beagle have enough potentially to... No, he can't double here.
He has Sorin, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right. No, yeah, so he totally can.
Not the dust.
And he's gonna get rid of cover to cover. Unless pages do something about that.
Pages does have an unsatisfactory work.
Sure.
6, 7.
Try to shoot.
Yep. Take. Sure.
That's not how that works.
You have a dash card.
Retire.
Play this game. Score.
That is enough to do it. Unless, I mean, if you're pages, I think you have to unsatisfactory here.
Yeah. Especially since like saving up those AT doesn't do anything.
But no, he lets it through.
Goodbye, all those resources.
4. Where's your power?
I don't know.
So Page is in a pretty rough spot here. He doesn't have his cover to cover, and living ground isn't play, and he doesn't have his yellow anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, hold on. Hold on. Sure.
Before we flip the problems,
I would like to play unsatisfactory work.
Okay. On. This. Sure. Why would 40 foot problems?
Do I still have a yellow?
Oh, fair enough.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proceed.
It should be.
So he decided to play that even though he let the face-off happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he let the face-off happen. Maybe he wanted a different problem.
I guess so. He is still off of his yellow, though.
So far, we'll see how long that lasts.
This is so awkward.
He does get 3 AT per turn this time around, though.
Does good to keep his AT, which is nice. Granted, Giggle's going to play that uneven ground next turn, unless Pages gives him a good reason not to.
Man, I almost fell for that trap, too. I'm like, let's retire the sword first. You have no Pegasi.
I see Flash Magnus.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean
that
Flash
works.
Sentry.
Into Celestia, sure. Yeah, he doesn't have yellow. That's right.
My bad. That's okay. I'll just leave that there.
Okay.
Because I
I see fire.
Or else you're just gonna drain it.
Maybe.
In his
Maybe.
hand.
There's no, like, do you see
have
not
any
even
incentive?
ground in play? I don't see any.
I know
other
where it
ground.
is. Go ahead.
Game 3.
I know where it is.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you really?
Can't fool me.
Huh.
I mean, I know what's. I know what else is.
So with that Flash Sentry in play, Pages does have ready access to Luna, to his cover to covers, to his magical ponies.
Only bounce one.
Yeah.
He has Fire
Fair.
Friendship, so he might as well play that Celestia that he
I mean,
has.
banishing this seemed like a
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, you could have had a really funny play, but you know.
what, like blowing up your barrel?
Blowing up anything.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you blew your own thing up, but you know.
Pass.
Here's Candy Juices.
Oh,
Beagle passes.
Beagle just passes.
Draw.
No uneven ground.
I mean, I guess, given that Pages did use his AT, now he doesn't have to play out even.
Alright.
You
Yeah.
already lost 2, you can't afford to lose more.
It's the threat. I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay.
It's an interesting position, yeah. He has to play his AT anyway. Otherwise, Bugle displaced uneven
I
ground.
hope you guys are enjoying this.
This is something.
Yeah.
Alicorn you can play for free.
No.
Well, unless he has tricks,
You
so...
have cover covers.
Okay, I see Whirl in his hand too. I think he's afraid of immediate resource removal.
Single.
Yep, barrel into one of his Alicorns.
Hold on, actually. Yep. Response.
Do something like this.
Is it
No, I'm
Balefop?
not gonna do something to that.
Do something like this.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense.
We'll flop the seashell. So.
Yeah, no problem. 2, 3, 4.
Alright.
I have to pay for that.
Yes, you do. That is something that you should probably do.
No. I'm worth it.
What should I do? That's fine.
Discard a card.
Discard a card.
You could discard 2 cards. Who knows what's going to happen in that barrel with a mysterious disappearance on my bottom of my deck and a mysterious disappearance on my banish pile. Who could say?
knows?
I mean, if you really want to give me something for it, I'll take like
Yeah, with Pages discarding, one assumes the Fire Friendships we saw will be going into play.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. What color?
Well, I have 4 choices.
Quick lightning update from the other side of the table. Grandpa is currently ahead of Skidder by a score of 4-3. So Thorax not getting the same quick start as he got against Cheese.
Having Bunny up really helps.
I don't want to pay 1.
Okay.
So if you're Bugle here, presumably he's going to keep playing aggro, right? got the Soren especially.
Doesn't have many friends to retire with Sorin though. So he got second on living ground, which is not a useful draw.
Well, it will only be useful if Pages somehow gets rid of the first one, and then the second one drops and eats some AT.
Mm-hmm. That's another Fire Friendship in Page's hand.
Flash.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. Flash. Okay, no response. Okay.
Flash General. There we go.
Score 1.
Okay, first point for Pages.
On the board.
On the board.
For aggro versus aggro, this has been pretty slow so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm allowed to bank this game.
See
That was
Cadence.
a Cadence, yeah. So what do you think Bugle's drawing for? He's clearly fishing for something.
Not sure.
I hope you draw nothing but water. Nothing but water.
Let's go.
Is it a path to his white, maybe?
Does he really need white now? I guess there's Cadence.
I'm pretty sure he drew a friendship view at some point as well. Which, that's completely useless to him, but...
He has Sonata, so he can get rid of Flash Sentry if he wants to.
I think that's what he's going to do. Obviously, Pages thinks that's what he's going to do as well.
Almost certainly going to happen. I'm just trying to see if I can confront this turn reasonably.
You're taking units too.
Huh?
You want to have your taking units too.
Yeah.
What you can do?
I want to eat that.
You want to have flash entry?
I do.
He wants to have his pie, and he did too, clearly.
Flash Sentry has 2 power, right?
Flash Sentry has 3.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I can't use that to confront unless Soren is 5 power, in which case he's already been eaten.
You know you want to pay 2 to move.
Yeah, pay 2 to move here so Soren can be 5 power and not confront.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. It seems like a good plan.
Sure. Just do the feels bad play. Move Angel Wings.
Move Angel. And still not confront because. I think I'm gonna pay 1 to draw and see if I like something better to banish first.
It's Friendship you.
That is a better banish. Oh, no. Yeah, his second uneven ground. That makes sense.
And I will not have. Yeah.
No problem.
Pages probably knows that Beagle has another uneven ground.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be so cavalier about getting rid of that one.
Meanwhile, more Flash updates. GP versus Skitter is 9-5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alrighty. Grandpa appears to be getting the better of that one.
You can return to my hand now. No, you only have 2. No, you do have 4 yellow. Yes.
I got 4 yellow.
I'm scoring pretty quick as well for a control match or a control deck where we still have half an hour left in the round.
That does like
Might have defeated a couple of
Nothing.
Nightmare Moons.
You could just bank. It's safe now.
Possible indeed, yeah. Sorry.
I'll pay 2.
This is core. What?
Oh, right, this is not Harmony.
Let's go, guys.
Corvus is fine.
Let's go 1. 2. Go ahead.
Pages scores 1 more. Now he is
That other uneven ground.
banking. There you go. He knows it.
He leaves 180 though.
I think it's a hedge on the off chance that Bugle has another uneven ground. But there's
Yeah.
a chance he doesn't, so perhaps he can afford to keep the AT. Bugle reacted to that card. Oh,
Like the magical Christmas.
it was a belly flop. I see.
Just like train ride straight there.
I think I missed a couple of points for Pages.
Okay, now what?
He should be at 2.
How do I confront problems?
Okay, I missed 1.
Wait, 180.
Yep.
Versus Beagle's 4, so still pretty much anyone's game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't really feel right now as if Pages was like behind, even though he was in a really tough spot at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Earl into white.
Okay, there goes white.
Nope. Turn.
Playing 3 will be Tender Taps, resurrecting Soprano? Yeah.
Fire of Friendship.
That's a lot of dilemmas.
Yes.
That's a really clumsy hand for Pages.
Yeah. Not much you can play there.
He's probably pretty thankful to get the free draw off of this Soprano, actually.
And it gives him orange.
You have 180. Go up to 380 next turn.
Yeah, he won't have enough to play Endless Friendship
Only
just yet.
relevant card in this hand is this. Hold on.
Beagle, you do not discard a card.
Update train keeps rolling. Grandfather gets to 11 versus 7.
Literally all of your dilemmas in a barrel.
It's an interesting narrative being played out here because the scores are moving pretty fluidly, which implies that both players are playing somewhat mid-rangey or aggro-ish. It's not Grandfather's just having a lock and something. So, again, interesting to see.
Endless Friendship should not be in discard pile.
Putting that in the play instead of...
Yes. Well, it depends on whether or not Pages decides to put this Fire Friendship into play or not.
In fact,
Okay, I'll say
Okay.
I'm shocked at this development. Hey, sometimes it is better not to do it. Sure, this is true. I draw a card. You do draw a card. Yes.
Draw was a magical pony, which is a better card than most of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Chaos do exactly what...
So Pages has a fair point that he could have let Endless Friendship go. Because Beagle has a barrel and a Soprano, Fire of Friendship might save another card in the future.
Yeah, it's a reasonable point.
Unfortunately, he can't get into the Endless Friendship because once he saves up AT,
We'll confront. Yeah.
Beagle drops
Beagle.
on the ground.
Naturally. And 2 of his last entries are gone.
Oh, that's a missed main. I think missed main is pretty good here.
He does need to replay the barrel to get his white, but it is still something.
I guess I should play something.
I don't know, just don't want to keep ground anymore.
Hey, yeah, but I got cards. I have cards and cards and cards.
Cards and cards, cards and cards.
If there's anything I can say, it's always impressed me about Bugle. It's that his ability to play at these low point thresholds and keep winning games with them. Like even when he's playing the aggro deck, he always kind of has this tendency to sit back and understand how to win the game, without necessarily going all out.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to move town taps.
Where?
Oh.
Looks like Pages is trying for a confront here.
Just make it so you're not confronting.
I would like to goose myself. Scarface.
Scarface is fine.
Let's go on. Yes. Go ahead.
It's versus 3 versus Beagle's 5.
I leaves 20 open.
Draw a card.
Yeah. Every time that happens, Eagle's got to consider dropping that uneven ground.
They're done, apparently.
Especially since now, if he leaves that AT up, that will be an endless friendship for Pages.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you... Oh, yeah.
He'd go up to 5 AT next turn if he kept those AT. If.
If. It's like Bugle has uneven ground.
Mm-hmm. The worst kept secret in Evan Model.
That is 50 pounds of salt. Yes.
Angel Wings 2, uneven ground.
I think it's Sorin.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that works. It's enough to have him confront, which is fine.
Sure. 6. Yep.
Pages only gets to 4.
I think what Pageov should have done is...
Is he not running 53 cards?
Spend 180 to draw a card, which would leave him at 180. And if Bugle confronts a problem, he gets to 580 anyway. And if Bugle plays on the ground, he loses only 180 and not 2.
Yep, that's a fair point.
Sure.
Didn't see what he drew. I think it's something yellow.
Looked like it. So now he is in a similar position to the one he was in before, only he is now confronting, so he can at least keep things somewhat close. It was a day shift, I see.
Okay, one moment, the stream died for me.
Oh, unfortunate that.
We'll try again.
Pages is making a consideration. Looks like he's considering playing this day shift. He does require a lot of power over at Totally Lost there to confront. Okay, day shift to home.
Okay, we're back online.
Alright, time for some, time for some next level, on the fly thinking, Plan D strategies. Plan D.
Plan D.
We're on Plan D.
The best D. The best plan.
Why did he play day shift at home?
Apparently there's some 4-dimensional chess happening here, but we'll see.
1, 2, 3.
Aren't you glad your Equestrian General is doing so much work to my tender taps?
So the thing is, yes, while it's at home, Bugle can't possibly take it with a Sonata. I think that's the only consideration.
Well, lose one game. However, the math works.
Which would mean that Pages is prepping for a face-off.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's not going to be the one to start it.
I should do something. I shouldn't just burn 4 AT for
Update from across the table, Grand Pause takes it over Skitter.
You'll get rid of them. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
So it'll be GP versus someone in the finals.
GP versus the winner of this match, yes.
That's actually pretty reasonable thing to
So while Skitter has pretty bad hand, he's still not that much behind on points.
Absolutely. It's going to come down to basically how hard Bugle wants to push it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's a really good problem.
It's just worded terribly. But probably the best. It's probably the best that could have been done. But still really confusing.
Yeah, I agree. It's not the clearest problem over there.
It's one of those that, like, for us, the people who are used to dissecting words, you read it and you say, oh, okay, yeah, that's what it does. But yeah, for everyone else out there, it can be pretty unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need to just be efficient. It just needs to work. It just needs to work.
It seems like Bugle is thinking about a double.
Yeah, I think what really stopping him from doubling is distracted lead actress.
I just couldn't figure out what type of currency I wanted to say.
Can't use Sorin, can't use Main.
Yeah. Can't use tender taps.
I keep wanting to move this here, and it just doesn't. It's just not helpful. Makes you have to actually like do something, but like you're going to spend AT. There's an uneven ground in play. You're not going to not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bugle does have that vote, which could protect him if he had AT to spare.
Yeah, I don't think he can play the vote and do something. He has only 3 AT, right?
He has.
No, he should have
3
4.
looks. Yeah, it might be 4. I think it's 4. There's a chip like barely off the edge of the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's there.
Yeah. I guess what he could do is to play Everlasting Love, retire Angel Wings, find another one, play Angel Wings.
That's an idea. Yeah, that might be correct.
And like play then something after Angel Wings, and you would still have enough ET for. Oh no, you wouldn't. Well, it still works.
So the problem is that Cadence has to exhaust to find another Angel Wings.
Oh, that's correct.
I like that. Scoreface.
Scoreface. Looks like just a single confront here.
Yeah, I don't think you're playing Satisfactory Work here. It doesn't save you any AT. I think you just let it happen.
Sure, I do want to bounce something.
Oh, he is going to play it.
Okay.
If you had the chance to come by and say hi, we'd appreciate it.
Bugle goes to 7. Puts a fire into play end of turn.
Oh, that matters terrible much at this point. Definitely not pink. White.
Okay, name's White.
Cover to cover off the top from pages, which is interesting. That allows him to play his Endless Friendship if it stays in play.
Bugle does still have a belly flop though.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he really would prefer to both play Endless Friendship and have 2 AT left over to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he is going to miss May.
Too many barrels. So if you play Mist Main, do you get anything back?
Let's drop them.
What do you get back?
Well, you have to get something back.
Yeah.
It's a free point. probably. I mean, the choices really are just either unsatisfactory or flash, I think.
Yeah. I think flash is a good option because it makes Beagle decide whether you're like whether to use removal and flash or endless friendship later.
Absolutely, yeah. Now Bugle has to think about it.
He can get Sonata back, but that gives another point to Pages.
No, I was thinking American Sea Poppy for corn. Just because of that card.
I really wish I had.
Just comes down to how he sees this ending.
Was not the card I was expecting you to bounce.
Galaxy Brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Galaxy Brain plays returning was bouncing Angel Wings. That's like I think second native brain.
I think he should have bounced Soprano after the confront.
Galaxy Brain is unsatisfactory work Angel Wings. So, normal brain?
Sorry. That will put you up to 5.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, that takes Pages up to 5. And then he still confronts, or are we past that?
Well, we're not past that. We're still in his main phase, I believe.
Okay. So he's potentially going to 6 this turn. Wait, is that how that works? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's only your only tone.
He doesn't have the AT. He's got 0 AT.
I'm a 0. Scorpius.
Scorpius is 1. Up to 6.
Alrighty, 6 to 7.
I am the bear.
Back up to 4.
He's catching up.
I hope these guys are enjoying this game. It's interesting. At least from my perspective.
It is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I heard punishment is real.
I mean, I certainly get the feeling that these guys are playing at a level beyond what I can understand right away.
That's exactly what happened.
Basically.
So I see bodyguards in Beagle's hand. That can help him do double face-off.
Mm-hmm. That would actually do it, right? Because then, let's see, he plays the bodyguard. Yeah, he can do that. Yep, yep, that works. Always feels bad to start the face-off with your unicorns rather than actually getting the prepared triggers.
Yeah.
Characters have problems. It still sets you back.
It does.
Everlasting Love into Angel Wings still works too.
Mm-hmm.
Retire all of those.
Theoretically, around the time set 11 releases.
Yeah, that seems fine. That actually seems pretty fine.
Provided the testing shows that it actually works as well.
Okay, Kate's bodyguard, sure. And retire some stuff with Soren.
This Soren.
Yep.
Will retire Angel Wings.
Sure.
Okay, makes sense.
I have triggers.
Yes.
Yeah, so this does look to be a clean double for Bugle here. With by exhausting cadence, he's going to have to make a couple more unicorns, but he can do that.
What?
Your phone.
Your
phone. Here, boy. Sit in here.
God, so many of these sleeves.
I'll retire these 2 to the Soren.
Sure.
Don't you have my
And
number?
make 2 more unicorns.
Is he going to find another tender tap source? Sorry. Oh, he can't. Cadence is exhausted.
Your watch has a self device in it, right?
Right, that takes him up to 5, and obviously the Soren over there is the biggest friend, so you should be doing it.
This is currently 7 power slot. Yep. Confront. Yep. 8, 9. Trade.
And that should be face off. Now, Pages has the day shift triggers, which is probably going to be pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have here? Orange, yellow, could be something.
White, probably?
Yeah, may as well.
Oh, blue
Was that
works
blue?
fine. Oh, yeah,
that's fine.
he's our bakers in his deck.
Okay. I have 2 day shift triggers. You do have 2 day shift triggers.
It is. Where is this?
Yeah, I mean, if you're him, you have to be just looking for confronts. So move as much power as you can up.
Yeah, that seems correct. Moving this main there.
What's the difference between Mist Main and
Moment issues.
Magical Pony in that case?
And Twilight, I don't believe there is a difference.
We get rid of Cadence at this point. We'll retire all of the unicorns. One of them will come right back once I retire one of the friends. Yeah.
For the record, we are about 7 minutes out on time.
And the scores are fairly close.
Unfortunately, I believe it has to be.
Fairly close, but it is more than one clean face-off between them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty important.
But yeah, that uneven ground crippled Pages very hard.
Okay. And it's now your turn. Still for 4.
Yeah, 10?
10. Yeah, I know, so sad.
Napcake's off the draw. Not particularly important.
What do I even do?
You can Napcake on uneven ground.
Yeet. I gotta yeet something.
Can you even DFO?
He has to get to 7 at secret, which is pretty hard, yeah.
Yeah, he needs 4 there. Even if he could play like Endless Friendship, that wouldn't help.
So given that you can't, then your play is to, well, essentially it's got to be stopping Bugle from getting any more points on his turn.
She did her job.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, because Tempest is it's a secret, he can't even confront training conditions. Simply.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
These were retired to sort of.
Okay. Card in hand.
8.
You have a ton.
One of them might be Angel Wings.
Alright, so what do I do here?
Nothing. Pass turn. Lose 4 AT.
You wish. Alright.
Probably Flash Magnus into cover to cover.
Flash Sentry?
Yeah, Flash Sentry.
Yeah.
I know you have ways, but
There's only one Sonata left.
I see a line. I ain't gonna lie, I see a line.
Okay, so he's again preparing for Bugle to initiate the face-off. Or
For free at home? Game one. Sure.
4 minutes left.
Terrified of Sonata.
4 minutes left, that's correct.
I gotta keep a board state.
You gotta respect the taco, man.
I played big white for a long time. I know what Sonata does.
Holding 2 AT and passing.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting.
Come at me.
Bold words.
can I do?
I
What
don't
else
know.
Can I do but display hubris? I must put up a bold front, unified front. Again,
Okay, that's a party favor.
unified front of 5 countries, except for pink.
Mhm.
Doesn't particularly do much here, I believe.
Yeah, surely Bugle has to just go for it. Score as many points as you can to widen the gap.
Return it and soprano to hand. Sure. Triggers. Sure. Fire.
Okay, uses soprano.
Soprano makes sense. He knows most of Page's hand still, given that none of the cards he saw from the original Soprano have been played yet.
Before I do mine.
So yeah, even if Pages plays Nutcakes right now on the living ground, Bugle can just draw and replay.
Rainbow. Okay. Proceed. I will make a unicorn. Where does this unicorn go?
Probably put it at It's a Secret
No problem.
and play a friend to Trading Traditions.
Hold on. To play the first
Yeah.
Ah,
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
They won't. Sure. Soprano. I'll choose you.
okay, at least there won't be on living ground this time around.
Mm-hmm.
It is still objectively the correct choice. Yep, pretty much. Draw a card. You draw a card.
Patient.
So I believe Bugle still has a belly flop, correct?
That seems likely, yeah. He's using his AT now.
He wants to confront, I think.
University. I'll move 3 characters. Sure.
Yeah, that basically does it, I think.
1, 2, and 3. Yep. Score us. Sure. Type of front? Yes. Type of front? Yes.
Okay, that's a double for Bugle.
7. More than 7.
Takes him to 13. Yep. Pages does have data triggers.
Yeah.
And that's a 2 bonus problem. So it's not over yet.
Problems. I guess I will.
He does have less than a minute left on time, though, so he's got a 7-point deficit to make up.
And he was the first player.
Yep. 6 AT. He does have a number of dilemmas in hand and a day shift. So how many confronts does he have to do?
I mean,
Chain 1.
even if he does, like, even if he confronts three
Down am I?
3 problems,
Yeah. Oh jeez.
and with his
Yeah.
AT I think that's unlikely.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, he would have to confront 5 problems and win the face-off to tie.
Yeah. To tie, and Bugle can just score a point.
Sure. That cost me 3. 380. Down to 4.
That should be time in seconds now.
He did.
Yeah, so the Bugle's turn is the last turn.
Mistakes were made.
Absolutely.
Mistakes were made. I moved the wrong character over here. I regret everything. Wait, this might be doable. I don't know.
You just need a friend here.
Yeah, but I got 2 Industrial Revolutions.
Ah. Okay.
See how close I can get.
He's thinking about it.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I mean, with Endless Friendship in play,
Yeah,
he
like,
confronts one of those industrials, and it's 3 power to each problem. Yeah, that's actually doable.
What would you like to move?
Probably this one.
Okay. I've got 0 AT.
Yeah.
so
yeah.
he'll create a critter, so he confronts that basically.
Industrial
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And then that one will create a critter that confronts the other one.
Yeah.
That's quite nice, actually.
Does this last one work too? 2, 4. Yeah, I think it does.
Well, there we go. 5 problems.
Sanctuary construction.
And
Is
I
he
think,
going to tie?
Let's just do like
but the Beagle can just confront one problem, and that's...
Oh, yeah.
6, 7, 7. Yeah, okay. You are about to go to 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scarface.
Yeah, sure. You make a magic critter. Actually, you know what? No, I want you to. No, actually, I don't, because we have a hard time.
I have the critters.
No. Okay.
Alright.
Sure.
Face off.
There's some determinate amount of squirrels.
I lose the face off. Up to 13.
What?
Caught there.
Well, I said quintuple confront as a joke, but so it actually happened.
Then you get
That's what,
14.
7 points in one turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From confronting 5 problems in one score phase.
Let's see if I can confront both.
Yeah, but Beagle needs to confront only one.
Power can't be played.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, flipping to this again. That seems good.
Come on. You know you want to do it.
Anything over here?
Yeah, sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed me.
Okay.
Bodyguard trigger. Bugle.
That is, she used 5. Okay. She used 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That may be a record for the most problems confronted during one turn.
Draw a card. What? What?
What?
What?
What?
It's maybe it's purple and orange and yellow. It's not supposed to have point acceleration.
That's what you think.
That's what you think.
It's not how that works.
So,
The yellow can have it a little bit, but technically it can.
I think that's how that.
what happens if they tie, bracket-wise? I know they're not going to tie, but what if they would tie?
Point acceleration or something.
Do they just replay, or how does it work?
I think it goes to sudden death.
That was pretty great.
5FO just because you can.
I mean, why wouldn't
Well,
you?
also because it's like the best play.
Enjoying
The best. Do the best.
party favor, just so it's on stream, because I know Chris has
Alright.
been wanting to see it.
We saw it.
See if it matters.
Yeah, it totally doesn't. Need 2 more power there. I do have 1 AT.
Go ahead and put the fire ready on top of the deck. Precious.
Let's just not worry about that. You can't play it on this turn.
Sure.
Just so I don't have to worry about it. And the slightest.
And that'll do it.
Friend.
I can't. It's you retire a random.
Retire
friend.
random friend. Just as good.
Do it.
Just
Do
as
it.
good.
No,
it.
no,
Do it,
no,
Whip.
no.
Do it, you whip.
I wanna. No.
I mean, he could do it, he would still confront the problem.
I think this is like
3, 4, and then, because
Please tell me you have another
you
one.
usually don't have the ability to, no, I only have 1 AT.
Aw.
We're gonna belly flop that,
Alright.
why you killed Fi?
because it's really hard to do that normally.
See, this is a straight villain play. You didn't do a fun play.
Right.
Yeah.
Beagle's always been a villain. Everyone's known this.
Wait,
Confront,
That's
50.
why. That's why.
where is Beagle's bodyguard?
He is the eccentric villain.
What?
Yeah.
Does Beagle still have his bodyguard in play?
0.
I think he belly flopped it just now
No,
into...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Twilight.
So those tokens still exist. Okay, fair enough.
Like, he just shows up with his one
15.
episode of season
Yeah, about
who
15
saves the day.
Well, that's game for Beagle, so we'll have Beagle versus GP.
That is correct.
It was a close game, though.
Absolutely.
I'd like to see that done as a comic.
Oh.
You wanna know the best part? He has 3 dilemmas in his deck.
Yeah. So, my opening hand was Flash Sentry. Okay.
Yeah.
And Paper Twy.
And you wanted the green hand.
So naturally, you bank.
Naturally, you made.
And this.
Right.
And Fire Friendship.
Yeah.
And Barrel. Or something like that, right? Naturally, a bank.
You're like, this hand is savage.
And then he goes, boo!
And you're just like,
He top decked it.
No, I
Wait,
didn't.
did you? You didn't?
I had it.
You had it?
Yeah.
Okay, but it was disgusting anyways.
Yeah. I'm like, boy, this man sure does want me to call blue.
You gotta go for the greed play.
And then you didn't flip Grubber, and didn't flip Tempest, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I know what I do.
Yeah, you gotta go for the greed play. You gotta go for it.
Sure.
What's the point of playing if you don't
Hey, you know what?
shoot for the stars?
It came down to within 2 points.
Yeah, see,
From a gap.
From a gap of 7.
7. You know what compounded the problem was? That I then drew into my other Twilight.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then drew like all of the
You drew
resource
4
entry.
entry.
And all of the dilemmas.
I'm going to get some water.
And it was like, where are my guys? I would like to have some guys, please.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to do like
I'll vacate the
a
premises.
5-minute break to let people go to the bathroom and get some water.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna put another pot of tea on.
Water exists. Cups do not.
Nice.
And perhaps take a step out as well, for what that's worth.
Okay.
She missed that play, did she? Curses. I wanted to tell her it wasn't as bad as it seemed.
Yep. Richard, where's that deck? Okay. I didn't think.
Okay, other than
those are
other than you and Cheese, who
stuff
sleeves their deck like that?
that need to be sorted. I just ask, please be careful when putting them back because these are semi-sorted. These ones are not sorted at all.
I just put it back right.
What's that box?
This box, this is new stuff. It's just this has extra stuff, donations of fence road.
I'm sorry to do a bit
So
of
that's
research.
what I've been kind of working on over here.
So the technical bit of information.
Working on doing what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now,
No,
I'm
I
just
think
getting
it
him
was
into like mains, friends, problems, resources, whatever.
Is that the box I'm taking home?
No, this is brand new stuff. I have no idea what's going on there.
Box I'm taking home?
This is one of the boxes I'm taking. At the door. I do have some overflow boxes for you though.
There's these stacks over here that I
I was wondering what all this stuff back here was.
These are
Yeah, what are the odds?
Okay.
stuff donated from leftovers of my comments
Well,
and people's comments.
You can see the mess that Grandpa's got
That's been
against
added
you
to as well.
because that was
Kind of. People would just leave stacks of stuff next to it and I'd be like, what's this? Donations? Cool.
the pair of day shifts happened real fast. Or daybreakers. They cost a lot of points very quickly. It's like the one thing that can keep up with scares.
I have an entirely separate box for mains.
Like on one hand, there's happy hissing because our queen's desire for revenge.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Spoilers, I haven't seen season 9.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of like sympathy for having seen season 9 at all, but the last couple of episodes now. Spoiler free zone.
That's okay, I don't actually really care.
The Halo Ray fire is killing everything.
Yeah, actually, for question talks.
So, for what it's worth, this is our last break before final match, and then after that, we're going to be signing off, probably with extreme prejudice, so that I can go to bed. So, just wanted to say that Hithrock and I have our own streaming channel where we do a show called Meticulous Talks every other Sunday. It will be this next weekend. We're going to be talking about probably the Everfree results, once presuming they're all up.
This
Just
particular
gonna
event.
us in the chat there. But yeah, when there's not tournaments to talk about, we talk about basically anything else to do with the card game. I've done all kinds of stuff in the past, and yeah, we'd appreciate anybody. It's usually Sunday mornings North America time, Sunday afternoons European time. So yeah, we'd appreciate anybody checking this out if you have time.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that our final match is going to be Bugle's multicolor aggro deck, or aggro mid-range thing, versus Grandpa's, relatively straightforward. Again, kind of control-y. Yeah.
Tempest blue-white.
And I'm expecting, kind of a semi-serious game, if we were to be frank. It's the finals. It's for all the money, but it's also getting pretty late over there too. And these guys had a long day of lots of cards, so I wouldn't be super surprised if things weren't entirely serious on that end either.
Such a happy pair. Were you in the finals? How'd that go?
Yeah, it's like 10 p.m. there or something?
It should be 11.
Oh, yeah, that's late.
But now I get to play against Control for the second time in the tournament, and Control is the only thing I've lost to so far. So we'll see if my anti-control tools are enough this time. Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, have you not seen this before?
No, I hadn't seen that before.
Oh, yeah. I bring this to a lot of cons. I guess you just never saw them elsewhere.
Yeah, I never noticed, yeah.
Yeah, I like to put it on these two. Sometimes I'll put it on Cloud Chaser and she'll be unhappy, and sometimes I'll put it on Flitter and she's just cosplaying herself. It's fine. It's like when Spike wears a giant dragon head or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, the Nightmare Diana, so Spike is wearing a dragon costume.
Yes. Well, if you're current, there's Scales and Tails too.
Yeah. I actually haven't watched the show lately.
Oh, okay. We're going to play momentarily. We're just taking a breather. Stressful games are stressful.
That's fair. Yeah, I was just wandering by. I figured I'd say hi.
Okay.
Oh, no, they just all fell down.
Oh no!
One fell down over here.
Who all these are?
Hey, Max, you know where Pages is? He's back there in the room.
He just ran up to the hotel room.
He did? Do me a favor? Then you see him.
One con. I also have a mod. My sister also made me a mod. So one time I brought all three of them to BruggyCon, and I took a picture of them with mod wearing this. Flitter, Cloud Chaser, and Flitter already.
It is. Hold up, fell down.
Yeah, sorry. I put her back down and she fell over.
Ubuntu does Sunset Shiver. Oh, we got mad. It was so late. Whoops.
Oh, do they only have one of each or something?
I mean, they have limited quantities.
Oh, fair.
They were really popular. I've seen a lot of people holding them around.
Yeah.
No, like she did. Like when I got there, she was like, "This is my very last one." I'm like, "Yes."
I didn't get there in time, but.
Well, because a lot of because the one right next door that does the ponies and bits.
Yeah.
For years, I was trying to get one of their.
Right. Those are a lot more expensive.
Well, yeah, but there were times like I had the money for it and was willing to pay for it, but they're like, "No, I don't want it anymore."
No, the way this is constructed, this jeopardizes.
There was one guy I haven't seen him here around. I don't know if he's but he did take one of the last ones one year.
Oh, the incredibly tiny legs.
Yeah, no, it's accurate.
And he just like look at me all smug like.
To get that to not collapse.
Yeah, my wife who before anybody else is
Stuffing.
This is stuffing?
Yeah.
So it's better.
Yeah, no, my favorite story out of all of the characters, all of the ponies and stuff that are out there is the Build-A-Bear Sunset Shirt. in the beginning, it seems like, why are you saying this? But in the beginning, there was a time when Build Brand had Mario characters. You used to have some, and they had Bowser. They advertised Bowser. And I'm like, oh, screw all the Mario Brothers. I'm going for you, Bowser.
These are not.
So I would
these are
look, and there's no Bowser. I'm like, hey, are you guys going to give me more Bowser? And they're like, no, we only have.
Are you harassing Hithrok?
No, I'm reading them.
Specifically for Bowser.
Harassing Ivory and
Yeah.
Then.
I just like.
Producer?
Yeah.
Let's knock it out.
This is
Let's knock it out and go home.
Okay, looks like we're getting into it.
This is going to be a match for sure. I'm satisfied with the results.
Same
way.
Same.
Like top 2 is great. You have too many 2s.
A lot of 2s. Your food fights aren't great.
Huh?
Your food fights aren't great.
My food fights are in fact terrible.
Yes.
And not in my deck.
I mean, I have too many 2-ofs?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Consistency is for the weak.
No, food fights are actually great against you because they hit freaking Daybreaker.
Sure, all 2 of them.
So?
I mean, yeah,
those are important cards in your deck.
What?
They also hit your Glimmers.
What? You find it? Yeah. Game
Alright.
loss. Game loss.
For what?
DQ'd.
For what?
Him. He DQ'd me.
Oh, okay.
He DQ'd.
I was like,
These
what did I do?
saves are transparent.
Judge, my opponent has mark sleeves. Look, there's a nail.
Yeah, I believe that's a common problem with the dragon shields, that you can see through them. They even like the dragon shield, they are even aware of the issue, and they release the perfect tweets that have darkened backside.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess, yeah.
You do not have party, not party of ones.
But it's perfect. It's like, you wanted those cards?
Bodyguard.
I thought you got some shooting in.
Yeah, that's
She's dead. He's playing.
Like, we terrible though? Like, we're underrated? Like, hot? Yeah, but I like it. It's challenge accepted. Over dinner,
I wonder if these misfires will be played against me.
If I was ever to do a pursuit, I have environment controls.
It's not possible.
I mean, Misfire is pretty good for tender maps.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's gonna be a hard matchup with 3 party at once.
Yup.
Yeah. I expect.
Zero.
You think Bugle's gonna play more of a control style against this?
Maybe?
Still plenty of time for it.
I think if he's going to play more of a control style, GP might out control him.
Because my deck doesn't care if my guys die.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be rough.
Just as before, I expect the uneven grounds to be the big cards if he can get them.
Oh yeah, especially since one of the main ET gens that the GP has is Daring Do, and with uneven ground she's less useful.
I don't see myself winning this match.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see myself going down without.
His Daring Do posters though would be good.
Yeah.
2 posters. I thought Starlight was in here. Am I just not seeing? There she is. Yeah. 2 posters, 3 Starlights, 3 whatever they're called. Plenty of shots. Interesting.
I feel like Grandpa's should have good tools for dealing with Bugle's deck though.
Problems. Might as well look at them.
He's got good defenses. He's got the old monies and plenty of ways to flicker on.
And he has plenty of point acceleration with Daybreakers and farming troublemakers.
And the Mistmains if he has to.
Mm-hmm.
Why trading seems like so bad in this set, right? Like objectively the worst card in your deck.
Judge, I need an official wording on party favor abridged to somewhere, please.
I can just pull the card out.
Thank you.
It's when you play him to the problem, you may look at the top 2 cards of that problem deck and exhaust 3 characters to replace a problem.
No one knows what that does.
He is a...
what this card does.
Hey, Rock knows what that card does.
Yeah, I know what that card does. Yeah, it...
I'm not using it for combat.
Oh, that's why you said that. Okay.
Yeah.
It is, well, on the recording, it's going to be pretty nice that you explained it, and then he said right after, Hitchcock knows what that card does.
In testing that thing was a thing. When Silverstream did stupid things.
Sure.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was several different flavors of dumb.
Yeah, he is well aware of my combo, and we actually tried to play it, and...
Combo list is sorry, Hithrock.
Nobody believes me.
It's okay.
Great. I love it, but...
It's slow.
I haven't done that all stream.
You don't need to, because you show up with your play.
It's okay, maybe the next set will have something for my combo. If not Friends Forever, someday. Someday it will be viable.
Right now. I'm in the finals, so it's time to upgrade.
I feel like I need to get you a playmat that just has Darby on it, just being like, I play game good.
Poor muffins.
Can I have an action token?
I can't have action token? Is that what we're doing now?
I think Bugle just need to glue those playmats together so he can just flip the
Just flip them
playmat.
over?
Yeah.
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 But then what happens if he gets another Continental Champion playmat?
Let's go for high roll, shall we?
Fine. On a D6, this is terrible.
It's better than 2d6.
Is it?
Yes,
It
significantly.
is.
The odds that you tie with 2d6 are much higher.
Are they actually?
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
because 2d6 have like a Gauss distribution.
Yeah, it's non-uniform. Whereas 1d6, of course, is. Didn't see what Grandpa's rolled, though.
Hey, we won craps.
Because we know how to start the clock, so.
Do we?
Where's the 2-hour best of 3?
You're gonna make this matchup 2-hour best of 3?
Oh my goodness.
Could you not? I didn't put a button on it for that.
I would possibly find some way to make you pay for that if you did that.
Just play Trixie Main against him. Every time you play.
I might have to.
Yes, there's no point in not revealing that.
Okay, so it begins.
I know you're so shocked to see that.
Okay, doesn't seem to be on living rounds in his hand this time.
Mm-hmm.
And no petty favor either.
Yeah? Is he going to keep, though? He does have a soprano, at least.
And Sorin. Like, it doesn't look too bad.
You gonna watch this nonsense? That's fair.
Looks like Beagle's keeping.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Wings on even ground. Here we go. No, I'm actually,
How many times can that happen?
right? Decent number. You have 3 Angel Wings and 2 uneven grounds.
Yeah.
So it'll happen. No, I'm not at all surprised to see you starting with trading traditions, given that you're running Angel Wings and Soprano in the deck. It makes total sense.
Angel Wings, Soprano, and Cadence.
Imagine 3 Angel Wings and 1 on living ground.
Well, sure.
Ugh.
on turn 1. That's almost a double face-off.
Yeah, not quite, but pretty darn close.
I should just pick one of these at random, right? That's how I should choose my starting color. I should just roll the die. My starting color will be, not officially, orange. That seems great. No. Okay.
Okay, I think I see Chrysalis in GP's hand.
I will choose white.
Oh wait, it's not Harmony. Why do I keep thinking it's Harmony?
If you saw a Chrysalis, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. It is. It isn't that.
Yeah, it's something else.
Yeah. So people chose white, I think, which makes sense. Has a soprano.
Where did Seashell come from?
I believe he's just got it there prepped.
Oh, okay.
It's not actually in play yet.
We should actually start this one.
Oops. Stop. Stop. There we go.
Sure, yeah.
45 minutes, did it make noise?
No.
Yeah, it did, but I had hit 35 at first, and that seems worse for me, so.
Objectively worse for you, yes.
Yeah. That seems
Okay.
bad.
Would you like to take a 45-minute first turn? I'll allow it.
That's right. I remember what we have there. Stick.
Stick first. Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Pass.
I will not deny that that is an interesting first play.
Maybe he wants to get rid of Seashells right away.
I mean, seeing the white, he's got to assume he's going to get soprano, so maybe he's trying to protect the stick.
But he could have flipped Tempest and see.
Confront this turn. That's not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's playing around fire.
Covering seashells for no reason. But am I okay with that?
And Beagle does have fire in his hand.
Yeah, because if you take the sort of plan backwards, Bugle knows that Grandpa's can just flip. So if he names white, presumably he has more than one possible play off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to get to 3, too.
Looks like he's going to flip. Or, well, he was considering it.
I think I was prepared for every first play you could have possibly had, but that one. Yep, let's do it.
Okay, he flips.
I see.
Going for the quick confront.
Your turn.
Forgot to change the scores.
I believe that was a Starlight Glimmer for Grandpa's. Grandpa's looks to get rid of one of the seashells.
Yeah, makes sense.
Doesn't matter.
No, that's a Birdle.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's Sonata.
Yeah. Admittedly, doing this with an unflipped main is a lot harder than with a flipped one.
Yeah. The extra 2 power you get from the flipped main is a lot.
Okay,
What's your
Johnson's
favor?
a party favorite. Doesn't have the friends in play to use it right now, but it's there.
I regret everything.
Maybe that's what GP was doing with the stick. So, no, then Beagle wouldn't flip his main.
Soprano.
Sure.
Ooh.
Glimmer?
You might go for Daring Do too. Just to remove white. I mean, blue.
Mm-hmm.
The Glimmer is a very good option as well.
Let's start writing stuff down while I'm
We're getting a little bit of background music. Well, that's fine. I don't know if you can hear that. I hear it on mine.
No, I don't think I can hear that.
All right, he does go for the glimmer.
Yes. Confirm. You got 2. Yeah. Your turn. Up to 4.
Okay. So GP can theoretically confront with Daring Do now.
Yes, that would work.
I know you're thinking about it. Okay.
Instead, he's going to choose to get rid of the other seashell, likely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No reason to do that. Let's flip Tempest first.
Okay, flips his main.
Cards there.
And the grubber. That makes sense.
Okay, Bugle does have a Fire of Friendship. Two Sovereigns. And Everlasting Wealth.
He's got Fire Friendship and a Torch Song, so he's good on colors for sure. Even if Grandpa's plays Vinda's Future on the Fire of Friendship, again, Torch Song for Singing Barrel, and he's got whatever he needs.
Mm-hmm.
We've got plenty remaining.
I think I made a mistake. I don't think I drew from Soprano.
That does sound correct.
Yeah.
Put the grubber back, see if I draw it, and then otherwise do the Tempest thing. Yeah. Does that seem fair?
The deck is randomized otherwise, yes?
Yes. There were no face-offs.
There was Portal.
Okay.
Didn't he?
To remind you, I've been mostly good about
He sticked that seashell though, didn't he?
Yeah, and he flipped the Portal.
Okay, yeah. So that
Procedural error. Failure to maintain game state.
Sure.
I'm issuing both of you a hissing.
Okay. Sure. Draw your card.
He should take away a Portal now,
There was
but
actually a face-off. There was the stick face-off.
Oh, there was.
You flipped the portal. There should be a
You
portal
flip
on the bottom.
portals on the. Well, it doesn't matter because you.
Yeah,
said
because now I'm searching for a grubber.
Well, it meant to if you drew a portal, it matters.
Right, I did not draw a portal.
Okay.
Judge, confirm I did not draw a portal.
I mean, you just saw it when you. Yeah, but yeah, no, there's no portal.
okay. We're back.
yeah.
Anyway.
You did
Fixed.
draw it there somewhere.
Maybe that's on my end. I definitely hear some kind of drum and bass line.
Yeah, I don't think I can hear any music.
So that was. That's fine.
Thank you.
Would you like to cut to ensure that I do not cheat in shuffling your deck?
Sure. seems fine.
I mean, you never know. I've been cheating all tournament apparently. Ow.
Please don't do that.
He is actually looking and making decisions.
Yeah. Sure. I will choose Soprano.
You will choose Soprano.
Yeah.
Okay. I will put Fire Friendship into play.
Sounds good.
It will be blue.
Okay, that's fine.
Since
Blue
it's
makes a lot
evening.
of sense.
Yeah. Since
Yeah,
it's evening,
and
they're so quiet.
Mhm.
Now I'm going
Grandpa's is going to get rid of that. Looks like he's fingering the Luminous Future.
now I'm going to play a Luminous Future on that. Manage it.
It's gone.
Okay.
Future is gone.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Yeah, Beagle still has Torch Song though.
Okay.
Sure. That's fine.
All right, that works as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, you know what?
What?
I see an on the case there.
And I think the other one is Historical Recreation.
Obviously, they're both bad for him. Bugle, that is.
Yeah. I think
Does-
he prefers Hysterical.
Yeah, so I know you just explained this, but party favor lets you reorder them, not put them to the bottom, right?
You can put them to the bottom. Fairly sure.
One's definitely going on top. It's just a matter of what is happening with this one.
Granted, yeah. Grandpa's entire problem deck is bad for Bugle, so it's a question of what he actually likes. I believe that was.
You put both on top.
Yeah, but which order did you catch? I guess we'll find out. Hysterical on first.
Yep.
I am aware.
He does have a Storm King in his hand, and he can maybe even farm it with his main.
Yeah, quite possible.
That's a patio 1. Doesn't do much right now.
Yeah, not super useful at the moment. So did Grandpa's just take a turn and pass?
Yeah, he just passed.
Okay.
Seven. Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're gonna go up to our room for a bit because someone's taking a nap until midnight. This is gonna take you guys forever.
35 minutes.
What's your room? 7:13.
Bugle just passes as well.
Think that was Daring the Poster?
I didn't see it. If so, even more incentive for him to get that Storm King out.
What? Just disassemble the stream?
Spencer.
Okay. Sure.
Is it burning Blazing Saddles when they just start taking apart the set?
Okay, moves Tempest.
I have my other. Well, no, I need one of these chargers.
Has another portal in hand.
Looks like Grandpa's is understanding that he's gonna play more of the mid-range style. Which, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have troublemakers, doesn't have old money, doesn't have exposed, so yeah. Looks like he's gonna farm it, like you recommended. And get rid of a seashell.
So, in this case, when the Seashell and Soprano at home, why not frighten Soprano so Beagle can't Singing Barrel her back into his hand?
Can he not still do that?
Yeah, because Soprano will stop being a ponytail.
Oh! That's actually a good point. That, yeah, seems like a fine play. I mean, Beagle does have some AT, but...
And the second Soprano.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
So, it would be reasonable to assume that Bugle can expect the Storm King there since he knows that GP has a Storm King. So he might just go for a single.
Yep, he's got access to his white, so he doesn't care too much about losing that training patience. And as mentioned, he's got a pile of AT, so he can put enough stuff down to win the face-off, probably.
You can probably play something like Soprano to training positions, see what's up with GP's hand, and then
That is a thing that can happen. Okay.
do something based on what he sees.
He's drawn first. Looks like a Mysterious Disappearance, which is
that's
interesting.
useful.
Yeah.
So, I don't think there's a reason to play Disappearance now.
Yeah, especially if you want to start the face-off. But play it like after would work.
Or just during the phase. So if GP did indeed put Storm King there and going to farm it,
Absolutely.
then you can just play Disappearance during the face off. Okay, barrel makes sense.
About half an hour remaining on time, for what it's worth.
So what does Bugle need barrel for?
Well, he has no access to his blue right now. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to play Sorin here. He might. So maybe he could defeat the Storm King himself, but other than that...
Yes. Sure.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do. He might play barrel now with Sorin. Then maybe retire things during the face-off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that
purple.
works.
Right, he can play Disappearance on GP's turn. I forgot about that.
Angel Wings and Sorin.
Sure.
Right, which means with this play, Bugle is essentially making the executive call that that is indeed a Storm King. Or, well, hang on a second. Let me look at Grandpa's deck again. Yeah, they're all. I mean, yeah, there are no villains, so he's just shooting for beating that troublemaker, whatever it is.
Did he find Angel Wings or another Sorin?
Sorry.
With Everlasting Wall.
What did he retire?
He did not retire anything. He discarded with Mysterious Disappearance.
Ah, I see.
It seems like it's an Angel Wings.
Yeah, Angel Wings makes some sense, probably. Grandpa's just plays the school shutdown.
That works.
Okay. That's all 580?
It's all 580.
Well, that happened.
If it doesn't happen now, it's getting eaten by Soprano.
Probably.
Alright, so on the reset, Bugle is at 2 points, Grandpa's is at 1.
After shuffled my deck 3 times without drawing a card in between them. I did put a card in my hand from my deck between them, but did not draw any cards. Well, that happened.
It was bound to eventually. Someone was going to board wipe. It was going to be one of us.
This game has suddenly gotten very funny. Would you like to do anything else?
7 cards in hand. Last turn.
Okay, now that's
Let's pick up the pace a bit. The banter's fun, but there's a lot of...
I'm sorry. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't think.
Back down here and then see if you want to switch.
Well, getting the barrel makes a lot of sense now for Bugle.
Yeah.
No, he'll keep asking me why I haven't lost yet.
Pass turn?
You got it.
8 cards.
Draw.
Now Bugle still has Soprano in his hand and still has white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whereas, yeah. Does Grandpa's have a barrel? Do we know?
Fairly sure he does.
Yeah, so he has access to his blue and his white whenever he wants to.
Oh, I mean, he has in the deck. Not sure if he has in hand.
Ah, right.
Except now you have a barrel.
Yes,
That's
do
different.
have a barrel.
That's different. That's a very different play. Now we're good. End of turn. Discard this one.
Fair enough. Game 3. Might actually do something this turn. Who knows? I think I want to start confronting.
Go for it.
I mean, we'll see if it's a good idea or not, but I want to start confronting.
That's fair.
Savannah and Grandpa's.
Sure. My hand is garbage.
Oh, too daring to do monsters.
Actually, it'd be great.
Yeah. A lot of stuff that wants entry.
Sure would. Sure is a shame that you don't have a trading traditions, isn't it?
Right?
Well, you can play 2 of these cards. That's actually.
Grubber and Portal. Only 2 cards can be played right now.
But as soon as GP draws into entry,
So knowing that, is it old money you have to get rid of? Or daring do?
I think you get rid of Portal.
But you didn't do anything! You're
Because,
not wrong, but you
like,
shouldn't
playing
use
old money, like, Portal can pretty much replay old money, but they can also do much more. It's a much more versatile card.
Keyboard wipe.
And given, I suppose, if Bugle says he's going to try to be the aggro, Portal's the card he's afraid of.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That is a good question. I'm pretty sure the correct answer is Portal.
Okay, you gonna take
So I'm going to choose Portal.
Okay, I will remember to draw this time.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Did not see that card.
Nope. I see, but I flop and Bugle send.
You got it, man.
I want to do anything else? I don't think I do. So, score phase. Confront.
Why not?
3.
Okay.
Yeah. What Bugle would really like to find is another one of his mysterious disappearances to just choke off that entry if Grandpa's ever draws it again.
Yeah.
Granted, a
I
barrel
think
would still
GP
work.
plays Grubber here to get rid of Barrel.
3.
What? Getting ready to?
No. It was kind of not on the 3. I'm like, no, I did
Well,
actually score that point. Which does matter.
If Grandpa's plays a troublemaker, then Bugle is just going to leave his barrel out.
It's a grubber.
Yeah, that's fair.
I should probably play the Staking Barrels, what you're telling me.
That's a pretty safe bet. I'll play this too.
Uh-oh. Things are way worse.
It was a troublemaker he drew.
You've only drawn 2 cards. They could both be non-Grubber troublemakers, because you have drawn 2 cards. I don't think that's the case.
Seems very likely at least one of them is Grubber.
Anything else?
Actually, no. Only one of them can be Grubber. Well,
Oh,
now it's
that's-
guaranteed that one of them is Grubber.
And that was in fact the Grubber he put down.
Yeah.
I know for a fact one of those is a Grubber.
So, yeah.
I can mathematically deduce.
I'm
gonna play a Grubber this turn.
I'm going to guess Grubber mimics.
Some galaxy brain junk right here, man. This is insane.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I win.
2 mimics and a Grubber. I think.
How likely it is that Grandpa's draws 2 mimics in a row? I think one of them might not be mimics.
I mean, clearly he drew like either that or else it was a mimics and a Storm King, because his other Grubber is gone, right? Or wait,
No.
okay,
He played
Well-
School Shutdown.
that's right. Yeah. In any event, it's only 6 troublemakers in the deck. Oh wait, no, sorry. There's plenty of shadows in there too. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have swords.
It was off my screen. I did not see it down there. Okay, so there's a bunch of possibilities.
Sword is not the problem.
No.
Body is the problem.
Have you seen the hoodie that's been going around?
Anyway, Bugle, you know you have to play the Singing Barrel.
That does not work that way. That does though.
He does have a touchstone though.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so one for that. One for that. One for that.
So I think he's going to play Saurians? Yeah. So I see Saurian, Tender Taps, Singing Barrel, and something else? Oh, Angelings. I think it's Angeling.
Yes, but I know you have no events because you just played 3 troublemakers and have only drawn 2 cards. Okay.
I wonder... Oh yeah, he couldn't, never mind. I was wondering why he didn't play Daring the Buster, but he couldn't.
I feel like I shouldn't be sopranoing you anymore. Pay 1. Blue. You got it.
Alrighty. Yeah, that would be the Angel Wings he searched up
Pay 1. You got
before.
4. In response. I don't think so. No, we're not going to do that because we are going to retire no, we're going to retire Soprano to Soren. Okay. 3 power. Sure.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I will return Singing Barrel to my home. Sounds good. Soprano was leaving regardless. Right. Well, I wanted her to be there first.
He doesn't
because
put
he's going to
Soprano.
tender taps. Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1. Yes. Tender taps. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he wants a double face-off.
Yep. Which he should be able to do.
Now, who do I select?
Tough call.
I don't think we're actually selecting. Wait. I must do it. It is mandatory. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think Grandpa's, but we know Grandpa's hand is bad. I assume he just doesn't want to give Grandpa's a draw.
Yeah.
I will select myself. I'll discard first. I will discard.
I think this is the first time I've seen someone do Soprano himself.
Party 1. You got it. Draw card. Yeah.
Yeah. Party 1 makes sense.
I think it was an adult or so.
Yep. 4, 5. Face off.
Face off it is.
Yeah!
It's like the start of the game all over again.
Up to 6.
All kinds
What did GP flip?
He flipped a staff.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, glad to see that party group be on. That's totally fine with me.
Well, I mean, that
Uh,
has been gone for a while.
new problem, Bugle?
I just flipped. Yes. Okay.
Unless that's...
I'm sure they will remember.
6 points. Have you replaced? No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
That is important.
Pretty sure you're only running one.
I am, in fact, only running 1 trading traditions.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Alright, cool. I think I'm going to uncover some troublemakers this turn.
How many?
A few.
Is it 2 or 3?
It's going to be 3.
Okay.
Pony of Shadow, Storm King, Grabber. Fair enough.
Interesting.
No way he's getting rid of that barrel.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here.
Yeah, belly flop makes sense.
Alright, so...
I drew a torch song off that soprano and I was very sad.
feels bad. Still have a soprano.
You can find another soprano.
You now have a barrel. And you now have a sonata. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So, confronts aren't going to be happening for the next little while.
Yeah, and Beagle is ahead on points, so...
Fair enough.
I know better than that.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Grandpa's is probably going to play for eventually farming one of these troublemakers.
I do have 4 whole AT. How many cards do I have in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ship it.
4 AT.
Go for it.
Draw a card for turn. That's a thing.
Bodyguard, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think Bodyguard was pretty good here, given all the troublemakers.
Good reason not to play it. That, no. I was about to say this is the more appealing troublemaker right now, but 2 AT is a lot.
Yeah, it's a good choice to place those troublemakers at those problems. Because Storm King is easier to defeat and has 2 points, but it gives GP to ET. And Pony of Shadows is harder to defeat, 1 point, and gives a friend.
I guess that is
It's
entry.
good, yeah,
that
it's
is ill
good.
entry.
It's my entry.
Yeah.
Also, at that point, I have a game plan at least, so...
Sure.
You know.
I guess you do have one here.
Yeah.
For what it's worth now, we're getting around 18 minutes left, I think, by the official clock.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't
So-
really keeping track.
Well, I believe I started my clock like 5 minutes before the official's clock, so I'm on 13 minutes. I believe they should be on 18.
Fair enough.
These are the ones that, like I said, brand new.
Great starting hand for me. Very, very good.
Unsorted.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's going to happen to one of us. I had a great starting hand last time, so...
Yeah.
Okay, bodyguards out.
Bodyguard.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure there's more.
Yeah, boy. Draw a card. Yeah, that seems like fun.
You should play.
School shutdown.
I feel like I should do none of these things you are suggesting. Okay? Actually, playing school shutdown seems fine.
Really?
It depends. Do I have another 2 troublemakers?
Are either of them a villain?
Could be.
Just scared that.
Spin 1, draw.
Sure.
Sure.
So GP really needs his entry.
Let's draw again.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what he's digging for. That looked like something.
Okay.
Life is strange.
Isn't life strange? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Nope, in this future. Wow, okay.
You really want me to go challenge that pony of shadows instead?
Yeah, he really wants a friend.
Yeah? Yeah, I do. Ain't gonna lie.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Let's watch me regret this as I mill 3 pieces of entry right now.
All right. Oh, misname. Wow, okay.
I will also discard 3.
Ready?
Yep.
1,
1,
2,
2.
3.
Not a single entry. Nice.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Turned out to be the right play then.
Alright. And my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Daring do poster. Miss me. I'm on this plan now.
He's milling.
None of us can have 9
I'm gonna gain 4. You got it. You just want to burn the world?
Some men just want to watch the world burn. Those men play Miss Bane in their decks.
Oh, why are we in this reality now? Draw a card for turn.
You got it.
Why?
Ooh, that uneven ground. Doesn't.
For 4 ET? I mean, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why?
But then GP could just continue milling.
So here's the...
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we need to actually keep going. But this turn has become interesting all of a sudden.
He clearly is actually thinking about it.
Judge, can I get a wording on Friendship U, please? Is retire a random card, remove 3 characters, or do what? Banish a troublemaker?
Banish a troublemaker.
Okay, cool. I was wondering where your troublemaker removal was.
I mean, you've seen one of them.
Well, I knew you had the
Party favorites.
I knew you had the party favors, but I was very surprised you weren't running cracking, and the friendship views make more sense.
Yes, Friendship U vanishes troublemakers.
Okay.
Actually, I like that a lot. 180.
You got it.
I'll name yellow since I haven't named that this turn.
Sounds good.
Turn these to hand.
Okay.
He wants to see what Grandpa's got, I believe.
Yeah. I think he's also just trying to get as much stuff to Storm King as he can without having to move stuff. And going through hand works. There's the uneven ground. Probably going to spend the rest of his AT now, one would expect.
Yeah. You can just play Soprano.
First song.
Do another Soprano.
Sure, why not?
That's a lot of Sopranos.
And he's gonna play that as well.
Pony town.
Kind of getting the stuff centered up on your troublemaker.
Sure. These are
That's
all
a lot of deck shuffling.
Just making sure.
Did you lose 2 AT?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm at 5.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Let's do Miss Main.
Miss Veins again.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, school shutdown is gone and the barrel.
Wow. Wow. Look at this.
Oh, that's pretty great.
For him? Probably. Yeah. That costs 2.
Yeah.
Oh, and the misfire. Yeah, that works.
I did have a response window, but I don't think I would have actually played a Soprano there. Okay.
Well, nonetheless, GP is still behind on points.
Yeah. And we are 12 minutes or so now. He's not behind by... Well, how much is he behind by? 6?
By 5, I believe.
By 5, yeah.
Oh, a troublemaker. That won't uncover in a while, I believe.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Having a daring deposter would help him a lot right now.
Yeah, throws out the Miss Vein.
Oh, Daybreaker, Portal. All of the cards he can play.
You still have this card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotta be Portal, right?
Yeah.
It's the only...
I guess lay it out so I can write stuff down. But I'm going to choose Portal, but I would like to write things down. I don't care about the Miss Main, quite rare.
Ooh, that means he doesn't get to discard the Miss Vein.
Why? He draws from Soprano.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, that would be it.
Oh, well, we see. It is a minute.
No, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which one am I missing?
I don't know, man.
Oh, you have 2 old monies. Got it. Okay. I will draw. Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So if he gets his blue, he can farm with Daybreaker and boost for points that way.
What?
I'm just thinking here for a moment. Give me a second.
So Bugle is at 9 power over there. Which means it's a consideration whether he wants to challenge Storm King.
Okay, he conceded.
Oh wait, that's fair.
Can I at least challenge Troublemaker first? Nope. Nope. Okay. Fair enough.
He doesn't give vehicle.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Variance, man.
Variance, Joe.
It happens. You had exceptional opening hand that led you in multiple different paths, and my hand was crap.
Yeah, that hand wasn't great.
Your hand was good until...
No, the hand was still crap.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was crap. The stick was the best play that I had because there weren't many other options that I was going to be able to do, and all of the blue stuff that I had wasn't really going to be that ususeful. So getting the stick down would at least allow me to start confronting.
So 2 hours best of 3.
Take away the desirability of it.
Right. Yeah.
So that was the line of thinking that went on behind there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you have a significantly better matchup here.
Do I actually?
I
Okay.
think you do.
I was really scared of that matchup.
I don't know why.
Old Money is a scary card.
Not against Swarm.
I mean, you just hit Bodyguard.
Sure. So I hit a Bodyguard.
Yeah.
And then I play a School Shutdown. And that requires my Old Money to live, or me to play an Old Money for 4, which means Old Money needs
So I think the only game Bugle lost was to Big Cheese.
It also requires me to
And that was with Singing Barrels, but he was losing that game anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point.
avoid any kind
We know
of
that.
random, like dismissal shenanigans. It's a 9-easy play.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess I was scared of the individual cards, but they're only really scary against me in combination. So that's probably fair.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take that.
He has conceded.
Yeah, not worth the fight.
It's midnight.
It's midnight.
It's midnight. I was up 4 points, and I was likely to beat that Troublemaker.
You can trade for Sequestria.
No, I'm good.
Nope, I'm good with this too.
All right.
That's a lot of packs.
No.
No.
That is a lot of packs.
Sorry, Swirl. Sorry, throw. No. What was it?
Sphinx.
Get owned.
Okay, we have midnight opening.
Super rare than I wanted.
Sure, why not?
Oh.
Endless Friendship. Nice.
That's two. Yeah, that. Considering I had 0 before today, I'm very pleased.
Very punched. What?
Yes, very fun. I will look forward to the.
Okay, so I believe we should be wrapping up.
Yeah, I mean, it's somewhat traditional that we would have a little conversation with Bugle, but
It went longer than 4 turns.
I'd be
Yeah,
interested in doing that.
Improvements. Is there a super rare?
sure, but we'll see if I can get a reply on that.
Yeah. If no, then we'll be signing off.
No.
But I stayed up this long. Why not?
Combo.
Let's just do it.
You gotta. You need
Oh,
to
third.
focus.
Awesome.
Alright, you wanna do an interview?
Sure.
Okay, he's coming.
Nice.
That's 2.
Mist Main, Royal Rare.
And for flavor.
Nice.
And for flavor.
Some serious flavor
There's some
here.
good flavor going on.
Oh.
I hate this card so much because I lost pre-release. Because I ran like 2 of those and like 4 Gabbies and thought, oh man, I'll just run blue pink Griffins in pre-release. This will be great. No, it's crap. Yeah, it's good.
They are just sitting in the group channel.
Go for it.
I'm going to. What is this using?
Oh shoot, we should have been in casting.
Yeah, you should have.
Fine doing it however they want to do it.
Yeah, you should have.
I'm sad that was the deck's only performance on stream.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll switch to
Well, no, actually.
from the video feed so we don't have echoes on stream.
It was Velocian's
Yep, makes sense.
and then this.
Oh.
And that was it.
Yeah, cut the audio from the floor off. We'll just do this.
Still prove you got to finals.
Yeah, cut the audio from the floor off. We'll just do this.
So, who do we have?
Oh, okay. Just interview us.
Hold on a minute. I'm actually just going to lock push the talk on so we can all just say hi.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear about some of your decisions behind Pie Garden setup.
Sure. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up?
Hello.
See my
Hi,
sick pulls?
hi. Yes, yes.
The sick pulls
You are
are
very lucky.
are great.
Yeah, there's some serious sick pulling going on here.
And some good flavor, too. Yeah. So what's up? Yeah, hey. You tired?
Interesting match.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I will say this: it was an interesting match. There were lots of potential avenues of play. Yes.
Indeed.
I did have to think a lot that match. You had to think a lot that match. I like that in a match. Yeah, that's good. Well, the thing I like is we've played against each other for so long in so many different events that we know that there are very few brain dead matches we go into against each other. Very few, yes. Yeah. Yes, very few. We unfortunately did have the one at Babs, but variance, yo. That wasn't a brain dead match, it was just variance. That's the thing. Every match is always going to require some thinking. Yeah. And okay. I got him then, and he got me here, so. Yep. That deck's very good, though. Well, not that deck. I was like, this deck is awful. What are you talking about? It has this. It blows up. I'm gonna keep all the rares this time. But...
So yeah. As per usual, Bugle.
Hi.
The first question is,
why?
Yeah. Why this deck?
Why this deck? Legitimately, I had been. So backstory for BabsCon, I wanted to focus on Harmony and just fool around in Core, which is why I had the blue-white thing. For Everfree, I wanted to do the reverse since Core was the primary thing, and I was stressing about so many different decks I could play, and then I said, you know what? Forget this. I'm just going to play a deck that I know is good, that I enjoy, and that was Pie Guard. I did tweak it a little bit. You saw some adjustments, but I like the deck a lot.
There you go.
Yeah, it is just a lot of fun, a lot of value.
Makes a lot of sense. You stayed kind of the main proponent of wide multicolor in the meta.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 6 singing barrels means you can play as many colors in your deck as you want.
There's only 3 that game. I promise.
Okay. Now that I don't have to worry about wrecking the match,
Fair enough. I deserve that. Everyone knows I deserve that. It was on stream.
Yeah. But like I said, this is the first time we've seen your actual deck on stream.
Yes.
And both times that I had the chance to play on stream here, I gave you absolutely disappointing, horrible performances. In fact, the only performances where I ended up losing, I think. No, I lost. I won 3-2 in Swiss.
Oh.
That's fine.
Who else did you lose to?
Last round.
Cheat. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was kind of rooting for you, GP.
I know. The deck still did clearly well. But variance will hit any deck from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
And it, as Bugle and I were discussing, it's not a great matchup because while the deck does include tools that are capable of dealing with Swarm, in this particular matchup, Bugle is capable of attacking Troublemaker walls through Party Favor and through Friendship View.
Yes.
Capable of attacking key pieces in hand with Soprano, and I never found a single fire of Friendship or Barrel for that matter this whole game.
You milled a barrel and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. And capable of also attacking AT generation with uneven ground.
Mm-hmm.
So even the best plays that I'd have, which would be like an old money or a portal on an old money to banish a bodyguard before wiping the board with School Shutdown, ends up costing somewhere between 7 to 9 AT plus 2 cards, and Bugle's deck is cheap enough that most of that'll just come back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a strong position to be in.
Yeah, we were discussing it, and I was scared of his individual cards, but he needed combination of cards to beat me, and it was just expensive and difficult to do.
Yeah.
Okay. The other standard question is that we had a pretty good diversity across the field.
We had Alicorn mid range.
That was a cool deck.
Yeah, it was.
So what do you think of the state of core, given what we saw in this tournament?
Mostly good.
Yeah, there's a few things to watch for, but overall, the last two conventions have made me very, very pleased with where both formats are. In all honesty,
the core has been much healthier this season than it was last season, where we were seeing predominantly Skystar and not Skystar. Skystar. I get them confused all the time. And Tempest. Up until the very end, where we saw a lot more variety.
Right, and now
we're just seeing variety.
Right, and with the top 2 decks being, Skystar and Tempest as the.
Wasn't gonna mention that.
Someone had to.
What were they at Babs? It was Tempest and
Tempest.
It
was.
Yeah.
Tempest control is definitely in a strong position right now.
Yeah.
Going wide with aggro has always been a good strategy against control.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult for it to deal with it.
Yep.
So, I think I like it. There's things to watch for, as always, but
there are strong strategies and there are counters to strong strategies that are still strong. It's probably I would say this is the best core meta. I mean, there's only been 2, but. I'd still say it's better.
The core meta last set was really evolving still.
That's fair.
Yeah. So there were several snapshots.
But yeah, And I guess we did have the beginning of this core meta, which was very fluctuating, but things are not as in flux anymore.
Right.
Decks have been developing, but decks have still been developing in response to those decks.
Right, exactly.
I mean, that deck is still fairly new. It's like, what, a month old now?
Publicly, sure. Close to that.
Fair.
Some time in testing before that point, but nothing that was like keeping it under wraps or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I maybe would ask more, but it's like the middle of the night, and then some for me.
Yeah.
So I would call it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want to ask about the party favors? I know Grandpa's was interested in the party favors.
Oh well, I know all there is to know about them.
Oh
Yeah, we know.
Oh, did you mention it on stream already?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
the big secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the party favor absolutely makes sense. I heard your discussion with it earlier,
Mhm.
that you're not really going to do anything with bait and switch.
It just costs too much.
Yeah, exactly.
For too little value. And the other big thing that I didn't mention to you is it's blackmail proof.
Yes.
Even if there's two blackmails, they just go to the bottom.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But you guys should get some sleep. Thank you for
Yes.
Thank you for commentating on the events. It was
Mhm.
great to have you do so as always. And thank you to everyone else who was watching.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was entertaining.
Glad.
Glad to put on a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope at least some entertainment value got out of that, because yikes.
Personally, I think the semi-final match that we had on stream was the best.
The quintuple confront?
Oh, that was great, wasn't that? Wasn't that like the best play you've seen all weekend? Oh, that was amazing.
Here I was going, I'm just going to get rid of this Twilight. I don't need to get rid of these dilemmas. What do dilemmas matter against me?
And he slams
Three
three of them
dilemmas
down
later.
Yeah.
and makes like 50 snake tokens.
later.
Yeah.
Right as that turn started, I,
Right.
as a joke, said, "Oh, he's if he can punch five pops, then he can do it."
And he did. And he tied the
did.
game.
For a format where
What happens in ties in this?
He went first. People had another turn.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he did not manage to actually stick the tire, I would have had to.
It
Well,
would have been sudden death versus score
it
point.
would have been me crying a little bit and then having to go find the tournament floor rules because I don't remember how that one resolves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So yeah, thank you all for everyone on stream who stuck with it for us all. That's going to do it for our broadcast content from Everfree. At least unless something changes last minute, but this is all we've been told about. And yeah, until next time. You've been watching Commentaries Magic. I've been Cursor Chords.
I've been Hifrock.
And yeah, until next time, we'll be seeing you.
Bye.